for the viewers at home. For the audio listeners, tell me which one is James. Oh, you're going.
Look, we already know the viewers don't think you're funny.
Damn.
Get it together.
I don't make bad facials.
It's
Behind the scenes, I'm a huge
You'll be
diva.
fine.
you're gonna be here for.
Oh
2
yeah, behind the
hours
scenes, you're a
locked
huge
in.
diva. That's funny because you literally are.
No.
And everybody
What do you mean
at the
I
rest
actually
of the
am?
You are a huge diva. What do you mean?
James is a fucking big diva.
What?
You mean what? I'm actually surprised.
Just
I
that
don't know what a
reaction
diva
right
means.
there. Okay, whatever. Run it. Run it.
I think I'm the nice one of the group.
What do you mean? We're recording. It's all
It's
live
already
right now.
happening.
I'm about to intro it.
Yeah, Angelo, what are we and what do we do?
You'll get yes. You'll get used to it. You get used to it. It's like it's not even there.
Yeah, sprawl out.
Hello. Yeah,
Look at
this
those
is
feet.
episode 7
Fuck.
of Diversity Catalog. We made it to our first guest episode. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice a couple new faces on the set. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Francesca.
I'm Gianluca.
Yeah, and these are my brother and sister. So hello.
What?
But what else? What else are they?
Right, we're triplets, so that's the stick. So we're kind of cool.
That's the gimmick.
But yeah.
The gimmick is
Kinda,
we're triplet.
though.
That's it.
I know.
So yeah, thanks for being our first honorary guest. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here.
It's
I'm
an honor.
honored.
Yeah,
Give it a
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Honored.
Good. Yeah, we took them. We took them out to eat. Tried some sushi.
Oh yeah, we tried it all right.
Some people tried
Yeah,
it.
some people tried it.
Yep.
Guys
I
didn't
mean,
like it.
Personally, I give it a 10 out of 10.
It's the best.
You
That's
like
a
that piece
lie.
you
It's
had?
such a lie. I fucking know
You
it's disgusting.
didn't have any of the
I had one crunchy piece of sushi that was actually kind of fire. I had another one that was all right, and then whatever we ate that
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I was 2 seconds from throwing up.
it was so
But
bad.
That was a scallop. It was a giant scallop.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, first
Yeah.
of all, mine was like the size of
was.
fucking. It was
looked-
huge.
Yeah, they
That
were
one
massive.
Shrimp one you had me try, it took a lot to put it down.
That's crazy because I was
Shrimp's
delicious.
gross. That's
That
why.
was really good.
Shrimp's
I
gross.
wasn't
That's
a
why.
fan of it. I'll say that plate of beef I had was fire though. It was very good.
Yeah, how did she pronounce that plate of beef?
Wow.
We cannot. No, I want to get canceled here.
Yeah, shout the place out. What was the name of the
Oh
place?
yeah, it was a place.
Yeah, where did we go?
I don't know how to say it.
High
feel like
something.
High place.
High
H-E-I.
place. Yeah.
H-E-I.
Look it up.
Place.
Unless you're not from here, then it doesn't matter. I guess.
It was very good. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
So we'll try to make that a routine.
Wait, Josh, you didn't like my piece I gave you
Of what?
of sushi?
Yeah, but like it was sushi. Kind
I
of
gave this guy the last piece of my fucking sushi. He didn't even enjoy it.
Wow.
It didn't really taste like
Damn.
You
anything.
said it was good.
I lied.
Damn.
Lying.
That's crazy.
From our last
Lying.
advice
Yeah,
segment.
last
From James.
place
Last
section.
advice segment.
Anytime you can lie.
It's not good.
Anytime you don't know what else to do, you lie.
I think it's fair.
Natural.
That's so funny.
It's very natural.
But yeah, I'll lay this episode out because I think since we have guests, it'll be a little different. We're not going to talk about our like individual crap we did during the
Yeah,
week.
we didn't do anything this week anyway. So.
No.
No
Speak,
Yeah,
for,
balls.
luckily
speak
we
for
didn't do
yourself.
shit.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Boring week.
Just bumps.
No.
Bummed it
The
up.
dinner
Couple
was it.
bumps.
But yeah, we might as well just go into us being triplets. I think we had a more interesting life than I think we know compared to other people. Wouldn't you say?
Sure.
Either you want that one?
I feel like every time people hear that you're triplets,
Yep.
they think it's the coolest thing ever.
They do.
But
It's
for
not-
three of us, we're like, oh, like it's whatever. It's just our normal life.
It's not all it's cracked up to be some days.
I've always wanted a twin.
Sorry.
Yeah?
I always thought my life would be better with one more me.
No, it'd be
I hate
chaos.
you so
Terrible.
much.
There'd be fires
brother-
everywhere.
No.
Streets would be
How,
flooded.
how much
Fuck
younger is
no.
your brother?
4 years younger.
Ah, you know.
That's a big
I-
difference.
there's a
We
big
didn't go to high
difference.
school
See, I
together.
always
There's a big
see. It's funny because like I always thought it would have been cool. Not that I don't like them.
I always thought it'd be cool. It
It'd
was
be cool-
terrible.
It'd be
All
cool
right.
to have an older one to look up to or a younger
Oh.
one
Well,
to kind of teach.
You are
stuff
the older
to.
one.
you're the oldest.
You are the
I am the
oldest.
oldest one.
So you got a couple younger ones then.
Is that why you're the favorite?
It's debatable.
Grandmothers, though. He's only the favorite of the grandmothers.
This is true.
Shane is a kiss ass.
Parents
Both
hate you.
Nonas love it.
Is that true?
They have good taste.
Yeah.
Angelo also claims he's the favorite of the parents. So both of them.
I think I'm the favorite.
Oh, both of them.
Definitely my mom.
So who's the
I
dad's
don't know
favorite?
about my dad.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a favorite.
Me either.
I don't think he cares at all.
Damn.
Yeah,
gonna go home on Wednesday night. Gonna see some revealing stuff.
He's sitting there like,
Fuck me.
what did you say fuck me for?
Yeah.
We'll have to watch this one with them together, and we'll ask. We'll put them on the spot. That'd be funny. But no,
We'll get back to you on that.
definitely, yeah, I'm definitely our grandmother's favorite. I don't know. They tell me I have a lot of respect. That's what they tell me
Yeah.
every time I see
A
that.
lot of class.
I guess. I don't know. I don't try to be, but yeah.
Just happens naturally.
At dinner, you brought up your soggy bread. You want to
Yeah.
tell
Oh,
the,
yeah, please talk about
the
that.
viewers about your soggy bread?
Yeah, we can talk about
This
it.
one's for Gianluca.
Yeah, so.
Gianluca's favorite dish.
Well, it wasn't my favorite dish, but it was when I was
It was
younger.
up there, top three.
It was a good one. It was up there. But basically, it was called panagotto. It was it's basically soggy Italian bread in a plate. That's all it was.
Yeah, cooked in a pan,
Yeah.
wet, soppy. We used to eat it like a lot.
It was a delicacy at Nana's.
Yeah.
When you're 5 years old.
But like I was saying, that was a classic poor person's meal in Southern Italy. Wet bread.
It's wet bread.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
dude.
can't wring it out. Was it not good enough?
No, it was fire. You would eat it.
I would not eat.
You would ask for more.
I don't see the appeal.
There was no appeal.
It was
I
just a
was saying,
struggle meal.
so-
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
just
it was
wet
a struggle
bread.
meal. But when they were broke, they ate it. They showed us how to eat it. It was good.
We all got struggle meals.
Right.
Yeah.
I
That was
never ate
theirs.
it.
You never ate it?
She
Never
ate
struggled,
it,
that's
no.
How do
why.
you know it's not good? Damn.
I don't know. It didn't look good.
Oh.
Why is this bread floating in this water?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm having trouble like envisioning
He
it.
could
Like
boil it off in
was
a pot.
bowl of water. Like
Can we pull up a picture?
It's just in a plate.
No, it was like a plate.
Like
You
milk
take
steak.
it out. You take it out of the pan. You
oh,
put
like
it-
sloppy steak.
and you
Like
plate
But
it.
it
sloppy.
wasn't-
Is that what it was?
No,
Is that
it
what it
wasn't
was?
like a full piece of bread.
Yeah,
It was like cut up.
like a half
like
slice.
cubes, I guess.
Cute.
Or
Oh,
like-
croutons.
No, we were eating slices.
Yeah, but
Full
not like a
slices?
full slice.
No, Nana would cut it in half.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
no.
but that's
I
because we were
didn't-
little.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, dude.
Wait, so
But we grew up eating a lot of kind of different stuff. Not even when we were younger, just from like being Italian. Like I remember, I don't know about you guys, but I remember going to school, and I think I might have had this conversation with you guys, but definitely my friends from school, like in college, like kids were eating shit that like we did not eat. We did not eat that
Like
shit
pie,
growing
grilled
up.
cheese.
what?
like Lunchables.
Like,
No,
would-
but like no, like I'm talking like
Trying to think of what else I ate when I was a kid. I don't know.
we didn't eat Lunchables.
See?
What?
Yeah.
Like, we
I
I've
knew it.
seldomly had Lunchables.
we would go
yeah.
to Nana's after school, and like our snack would be like Italian cold cuts. Like,
yeah,
Crackers.
mortadella. She would
Mortadella, yeah.
give us mortadella. You ever have
Basically Lunchables.
mortadella?
That's crazy.
My dad loves
Mortadella,
mortadella.
like-
Oh, it's great.
or like a banana.
Saltines.
Pears.
Ooh.
Wait, just go mortadella and then a banana?
Mortadella,
That's a big
banana.
No, I
drop.
swear to God, I remember she would sit there with her knife and she'd cut slices of it
Really?
and give one to each mouth. go
Like a
back and
bird.
forth. I
She's
swear to God.
cutting them up like a banana.
Yes, I didn't eat bananas for like years after we stopped. We were old enough to not go to Nana's after.
We had them every goddamn day.
And I would stop. I never ate bananas. Like it took me probably a couple years ago. I started
Really?
eating bananas again
So funny.
because I was so sick of them because she used to make us. eat
Yeah.
them all the time.
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Bananas and prosciutto at noon. That's
Donuts, yeah.
crazy. That's a crazy combo.
Or
But
we
yeah.
used to have corn muffins.
Corn
Dunkin'
muffins, yeah.
Donuts,
But yeah,
always.
backstory from literally from kindergarten till like I think 7th grade, they let us walk home.
Yeah, I think
after
it was
the
probably
bold.
all of elementary school.
But like all of elementary school, we were going to Knightsville, Nana's house, and we ate a bunch of random shit.
Yep.
That like kids here didn't go. But yeah, like going to school, like people were like raving over fucking meatloaf and
Raven. Who's Raven,
Raven
over
over
meatloaf?
meatloaf, yeah.
like
My
PB&J,
mom loves
we
meatloaf.
love
Yeah,
PB&J.
White Woman's Paradise is fucking
like
meatloaf.
sloppy joes.
never
Sloppy
had
Joe
a
suck. I never had a sloppy Joe in my life.
In
It
your
suck
life?
balls.
I've had peanut butter.
We never had
Not the
jelly.
J?
but not the
You've never had a PBJ?
No, me either.
What?
We'd
Are you
have-
kidding me?
We'd have
Never
peanut
had jelly
butter,
at our house.
peanut butter and Nutella.
That's disgusting.
What's
I hate
stopping you?
Nutella.
Never
That's
had
what we'd
fluff.
have.
Good.
Never
Fluff's
had
gross.
fluff.
No, Fluff.
Fluff's
Fluff used to
gross.
hit when I was like 6 years old. I didn't know better.
Yeah, when you were 6 years
My
old,
brain
eating
wasn't
sugar.
fully there. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah,
We
give me that
didn't eat that
marshmallow.
You're
stuff.
disgusting.
Probably taken
I've
away
never
from
had a
yourself.
PB Fluff.
It definitely was.
Fluff is
There's no-
gross.
there's nothing
Nutella's
natural
gross,
about
fluff
that
is gross.
whatsoever.
See, but it's funny because like I say stuff individually that I've never had, and they're like, "No, you're weird for that." But I'm like, "Yo, like if you ask my brother and sister, like, I promise you that shit was not
That's
in our
crazy.
house.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It wasn't in our
So
house."
you've never had a
bro.
PBJ?
Nope.
All three of you never had a PBJ?
Nope.
Like she's had you ever had mac and cheese, John? No, she's had it.
Andrew, okay, no.
She's had it. She used to like it, but
I
we were
used
not
to eat
eating.
mac and
We
cheese
were
all
not
the time.
eating that.
Like box Kraft mac and cheese.
We were not
never.
eating that.
I never touched it.
No thanks.
Rip that shit
Well,
away.
good. You missed
give me
My,
that.
my roommates at school
Joe.
used to eat it like every night. I'd be like, "What do you guys?"
It's
do?
a college meal, yeah.
That shit's
That shit.
gross. So good you missed on that, but like real mac and cheese.
Never had it. Never seen
Baked
it.
Like-
mac and cheese.
Like yeah,
Seen
like
it.
homemade mac and cheese. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had that, but like,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's
okay.
all right. Okay.
What about
You
ramen?
don't need to try crap.
Ramen? No.
Never had.
Yeah, Kraft.
Never had a ramen pack?
Never had ramen.
No.
Never had ramen.
You
Nope.
guys need to like.
We had
Ramen.
pastina.
That shit.
Just go to a Walmart, start taking these off the shelves. What the
spaghetti.
fuck?
That's what
Where's
I
the
had.
college
Should've
student
told me. I
section?
would have just made everyone a PBJ. Fuck. Jesus.
Remember having pastina when we were kids?
What are these
Describe
words?
that, Fran.
Is
what
that the
is that?
star pasta?
It's like it's
Oh,
like star
okay.
pasta. It's basically
But
like
they put shit in
you
it,
ever had like Lipton soup?
Iced
like,
tea?
Like the little
No.
Okay.
like the packets of soup.
Whenever we were sick when we were younger, my mom or Nonna would make us like these packs of soup. It's basically like the noodles. It has like the like the stuff that flavors the broth
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
it. And you can make it with like boiling water.
That's like ramen.
Like
But then
ramen.
Nonna would add, or my mom would add like the little stars.
Oh.
So we would
Yeah.
call it
Oh.
pastina.
Mm-hmm.
So just to give more noodles to the broth.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
But
the best.
that's like what we used to eat. We eat ramen.
Yeah. Oh, it was
Mac
so
and cheese.
good to be an Italian kid again.
Yep.
It was the best.
Growing up, when I was a kid, we still lived with my grandparents on my
Right.
mom's side, the Italian side.
Mm-hmm.
They used to I would just gnaw on like a pepperoni stick.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Mike
what
does
we do.
that to this
I
day.
used
to
to
this
tease
day.
on them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pepperoncinis. You ever eat pepperoncinis out of the jar?
No, actually, I didn't have
Wake up.
pepperoni still the last few years.
Really?
Last few years, I think I tried it.
But
I don't
yeah,
remember
we grew
exactly
up.
when.
Them always make. Nonna used to always make biscotti, pepper
makes them.
biscuits. I mean, she
My
still makes them
favorite.
now.
Love
Yeah,
those things.
wine biscuits. That's what we used to teeth on.
Had a lot of gnocchis.
Wine biscuits.
I was a huge
You weren't
gnocchi.
teething on them. You were
Gnocchi.
breaking your teeth on those
Loved
things.
gnocchis.
Yeah, we were
Or-
breaking our teeth.
When we would go to Nonna's after like church or something.
Yeah,
And she
all
would
day,
have
some
like
days.
it would be like breakfast time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Nonna
Green
would have
beans.
like green beans on the table.
Yo, our
like
fucking-
spinach pie, broccoli.
Spinach pie. Oh.
Like the calzone
yeah.
type.
I think I go, what the fuck?
Was that the day
The
of
fuck?
Nonna's like funeral or
Maybe.
something?
We had
Like-
a mass for him.
Someone like
memorial.
had passed. Yeah, we had, because that's another thing in Italian fame is like we have a mass like every year, like a church.
Yeah.
All that happens is the priest just says their name at like one point in the mass. Everyone offers their prayers for like that deceased person. But like our grandmothers are like big into that, like big into that for as long as they'll be alive. Without their partner, they'll have a mass every year. So like one of the years, like we go to St. Mary's Church, we have one at like we go to the mass at 9:00. We go to Nonna's at 10:30. She's got fucking string beans out, all vegetables on the table. Bunch of random shit. We got all our cousins got up. We're like, we're going to the English muffin.
Yeah, we
mean-
left.
We're out of
We left and
she
got
was-
breakfast.
She was pissed. Like, I don't want a spinach pie at 10 a.m.
No, I
You
feel
know what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
like spinach pies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
me either. They're
Oh.
I'm not a
terrible.
fan.
I
My
love
parents eat
spinach
those. They love
pie.
that shit.
That was shit that we had,
Put some
bro.
cheese and pepperoni.
What are they? A
mushrooms,
wimpy skimpy?
olives.
What is
The
that?
wimpy
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wimpy
Yeah,
skimpy.
Throw a hot
basically
dog
it
in
was
it.
skimpy.
Throw the hot dog in it.
Yeah,
The
we,
gangster rap.
Throw
The
it goes
gangster.
in.
10 a.m.
Those are good. That's
Are
a
they?
good place. Yeah, those are good.
but yeah,
Funny.
growing up Italian was cool. Like I always say, I've said it a couple times on the podcast. I've never really asked you and G about it, but I always felt kind of different from like the people around us, especially when I went to. When I went to school, kids were like, "Yo, there's a foreign exchange student like from Italy." I'm like, "You guys are fucking idiots." I was like, just because I have an Italian flag on my wall in my dorm doesn't make me, we're not from there, but we grew up around a lot of stuff. We were kind of accustomed to different things. Did you guys have like differences with some of those kids that you met in college?
You mean you
You
felt
must
different?
have.
Oh, you felt different in college. When you
Yeah,
went to college.
For sure. Yeah, definitely in college. Yeah.
I definitely did.
Yeah.
I was in Boston, so like there was kids from all over there. But like
Right.
my roommates told me they thought I had an Italian accent. I was
Me
like,
too. And I'm
are you
like,
guys
"No, that's
crazy?"
just Cranston.
I was like, what are you saying, Italian accent?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they thought I was straight off the boat.
Yeah, me too. They
That's
used
crazy.
to say that. I'm like, bro. I was like, you guys have never been around.
Yeah. But they were like
Italian
they were
people,
like
I
that
don't
though.
know.
Like one of the kids I knew, like his favorite meal was hamburger helper. I was like, bro, I've never
yeah,
seen,
so
never
gross.
seen that
I've
in
never
my
had
life.
that in my
bro.
life.
That's
I've never
never
seen that shit. That
that's
shit's
never
so
been at my
gross.
house
Like,
once.
we never had
Make him
like,
feel bad. Make him feel bad.
feel bad.
Imagine
Yo, you
eating that
gross,
at
bro.
school.
Imagine eating that shit.
Listen. It's. I mean, it doesn't stand up to wet bread, but hamburger helper sometimes.
damn, yo.
Is it
That
always
shit
only
ain't
gets wet
wrong.
bread? I don't know.
I'm sorry. The
You ain't
lasagna
wrong.
flavor. That shit.
Never had it.
we weren't
That shit.
Never had
bust.
them.
No, don't gross nothing, miss. Never had a PB&J before. I don't want to.
That is true. I'll tell you what, though. You were talking about that how, you guys are like majorly Italian, even for us. When I went to school in Maine, there's like no Italians. It's just all English and French people.
Right.
And they thought I was super Italian.
Really?
And I'm like,
Really?
I am the
Really?
But
least.
see, it's kind of
I'm not the least Italian, but I'm like, I'm nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even think you look Italian.
I'd tell them names and be like, that's a real name. I go, that's a real name.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
like
yeah.
their names.
Yeah.
Angelo
Yeah.
is
Wait,
like
that's
such an
crazy.
Italian last name, it can't be real.
Wow.
Like Angelo can't be a real name.
Thank you.
That's not true.
But like,
feel
there's like
like-
one
I've
person
never
out
met
there
him
that I
that-
know is like Tony Tironi. Like that's
You
not
know
a real.
a Tony
I know a
Tironi?
Tony Tironi.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have
she used
good
to
names.
drive buses.
She?
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh.
weird fucking name though. Or
Mispronounce my name?
Or spell
Gianluca.
it
Yeah,
wrong.
that makes
What did
sense.
they say? Gian.
Gianluca.
Gian, John, Gina.
Gina.
Sheena.
When,
Gina.
Oh
we're-
my God,
when we
tell
were
that
at
story.
church,
Yeah, yeah.
when
That was
our-
that was when our
the
when
first
Donald
time when
Franco
our
passed.
grandfather passed away at the funeral. Yeah, the funeral mass. They're
Mhm.
like saying everyone's name. So like we have a really Italian family. So
Mm.
they're like listing all the cousins. So it's Angelo, Francesca, Giovanni, Carmino, and then they said Juan Luca.
Juan's
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
awesome. That was your name on my phone for a while.
Juan Luca.
We
Puerto
used to
Rican
call him
Juan
that.
Luca.
Yep.
Juan
And
Luca.
Juan Luca.
He's a little darker than the rest. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yep.
those are good times, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I wouldn't have traded that shit for the
Yeah.
world.
And like everyone's laughing in church because like
Yeah, it was so
everyone's
bad.
just shocked.
Juan
And that's
Luca.
what they said.
Yeah.
We had a football game once. They pronounced an Italian kid's
Oh.
last name terribly wrong.
Yeah. Thomas Napolitano.
Oh, that was awful.
Napolitano. That's what it was. It's Napolitano.
That's awesome.
Tom Napolitano.
That guy was a goat, though. He said everyone's name wrong. Kareem
Oh, it was-
Jamowis.
It was hilarious.
Rumbling, tumbling down to
I
the
do
10-yard.
I want to know what he was. That he mispronounced every nation's last name wrong. You know,
He was lost. That's what he
That's
was.
so funny.
alien. Napolitano. It was the craziest thing I ever heard.
That is so funny.
He was stressed up there, like papers in front of him, like,
Yeah.
That's too funny.
oh shit.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, you guys want to like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool if you guys like ask us. Are there things that you've wondered about triplets or like differences and stuff that we might have that you've never asked or
Well, right. Like I said, I always want to have a twin, like a clone.
right?
But like a perfect clone, like obviously you guys aren't exactly the same,
Totally
Not at
twin.
all.
which surprised me because like you have the same astrology charts.
Right.
Makes me feel really weird about astrology nowadays. You know, like is it even real? What do you think about that, Angelo?
Well, they would be. The charts would be exactly the same.
Exactly
Yeah,
the
right?
same. I mean, you were born what minutes apart, so I don't think it'd be
Right? Yeah, minutes.
really different at all.
Right.
So you're all the same thing. So you know you read a lot about it. Do you think they fit the bill?
Nope.
Wait, what
Think
did
he's
it
just
say?
saying that though. He's
I'll
gonna
have
read
to
it
have
out.
you
and
download
think
the
that's
app.
me.
It's a lot. I'm not gonna. I'm not
Can't
gonna.
summarize.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing. But what I was saying to James was, you know, everybody individually has their own idea of who they are as a person, right? You know what I'm saying?
True.
Whether
Yeah.
or not that's how other people see you is like a different thing. But you as an individual, you have your own idea of yourself. And like some of this shit that I was reading on that app, I was like, I've never even described myself that accurately before. You know what I mean? Like I felt like it was so tailor made towards me. I mean, it could be a little interesting side experiment to do if they like signed up, put in all the same shit, and see if it gave them something like different.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Think about
Because
that.
But like technically it would say all the same things. So like,
Right.
that's why I thought it'd be weird. Like if they read this, like Angelo texted me, he read through all. He's like, "Dude, it knows me." Like,
Yeah.
he's like and I'm like,
well, what I was saying to James was, if you're somebody who kind of struggles with your self-image, I get why that stuff seems really real because like if I low key like if I was in a different state of mind, like I probably could have cried reading what it said about me. I was like, damn, this is fucking wild.
So true.
It's kind of surreal. I'm serious.
Because it was so accurate.
Yeah.
yeah,
So then me and G will have to read it.
right.
Yeah, maybe.
See
Yeah.
if we feel like it's accurate about
Yeah, they're
us.
going down the list like that's not true.
But do you guys think? Because I mean, we have our similarities. I think.
you just have stuff in common.
Yeah.
You're
Like what?
triplets.
I don't know.
Vaguely autistic.
Oh yeah.
I think all three of you are
A
vaguely
bit of
autistic.
autism in
yeah.
each of them. Yeah.
We were at
Okay.
dinner and Fran's directing John what's on the menu. I'm like, she goes, you get this or that.
Sometimes he needs
that.
help.
There's chicken.
It is
there's beef.
chicken.
Yeah.
He's a picky eater.
I'll tell you what I noticed, and Mike and I were like clocking it. And every time you went to grab a piece of sushi, you like double tapped on your plate before you grabbed one. Every single time.
I had to make sure my
Oh.
chopsticks were in right.
You're making side bets. Like,
Yeah.
is he gonna do it again?
Honestly, but I,
What
honestly,
about
I had
his
to
other
readjust, I
autistic
swear to God.
characteristics?
Maybe.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing in the gym. He does his the toe twinkles. In the
Yeah.
gym.
When you're in the gym, you move your
Yeah.
feet crazy, and do that.
Hey, bro. We'll get into it later.
Yeah. Everyone at
I
home
want-
watch Ange like very very closely.
I
See what
want
he
to
does.
talk more about like the differences and stuff. Or like, are there things that you see in us? I mean, James knows is kind of the best out of you three.
Right. I don't know. Like,
I'm definitely more short-tempered. I can own that
yeah, you definitely.
by a lot.
An angry little man.
And maybe what I'm thinking is, since you were the first one that came out, maybe that's why your chart fits you more than
The other ones?
theirs
Yeah.
would.
I was
Oh.
picked first. dude.
Something in that nature. But even still, I don't know. It's so weird. But yeah, I would think you guys are very different. I don't know. At least, like
I'll say-
temperament, like personality, like
I'll say
I don't
thi-
think we're similar at all.
I don't think
yeah,
we are.
like
I'll,
Yeah, no,
different
so
hobbies,
different.
different
I
like
think we have
music
all different
taste.
interests, everything.
I'll
yeah.
say this. I think I almost kind of relate to Francesca more.
Damn.
I agree.
Well,
Gianluca's
I
the odd
actually
one
have a
out.
theory about
Not to
this.
isolate. Like, I'm not
Oh.
even trying to isolate.
I actually have a
Gianluca,
theory
but-
about the reasoning for this. So when we were born, I was the heaviest out of the three of us.
Yeah.
So I was the first one to come home. They stayed in the hospital for
Oh.
like 3 weeks together in an incubator.
Really?
So my theory has always been that's why they're
Oh,
closer.
they're linked.
Interesting.
Oh.
They
Interlinked.
were
Oh.
together for longer, and I was
Like-
home by myself.
Were you guys like preemie babies
Oh.
or?
We were
There was.
Oh yeah, how early?
There
We
were
were
some
premature, yeah.
complications.
we're 7 weeks early.
I have no clue how.
But, so like
That's a
I
lot.
weighed
months?
214,
I
213.
was 3 pounds 15 ounces.
Hey.
Oh, and you were the heavy one.
Yeah.
And now he's the lightest.
Damn.
I
Hell
think
yeah.
Ange and I were like within an ounce of each other. So I was like
Wow.
213, he was 214 or something like that.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we were small.
we were like
we were
in
lucky.
the hospital for a long time.
Well, that kind of clears my next question. I was gonna say, does your mom like hold that above you? Because my mom would be like, "Oh, you were 9'1". I hate you for the rest of my life." But I
No.
imagine
I
having
mean-
triplets would be like awful.
It's
One of the
kinda-
worst
Yeah.
things.
It's kind of
Pushing
a
out
gray
3
area
kids.
for us.
But I guess if you're only like 1 pound and 3
We
pounds is
made
the
like
max.
one 9-pound baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realistically. So
That's
like when
crazy.
you
Yeah.
think about it like that.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
1 9 pounder.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
It wasn't that bad. I mean,
You're getting signed to the league coming out 9 pounds like that right away. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I can't even imagine what that was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
My mom was on bed rest for 10 weeks
10 weeks.
in the
Sounds about
hospital.
right.
Wow.
Yes. She like basically had to stay in bed all day long.
Damn.
Yeah.
My dad like had to go visit her.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's because Angelo threw a fit when he came out.
Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
Came out
He threw a tantrum right away.
already.
What the fuck? He's
Piss
already
everywhere.
swearing.
There's fucking 2 more. Are you kidding me?
Look behind
Damn
him.
it.
What the fuck?
Gianluca, I heard you ate your twin in the womb. There was a fourth one you ate.
What makes you say that?
Ange told me.
That was James's
That
joke,
was
though.
James'.
Oh, that was
in
James's joke?
7th grade, I realized Gianluca had a mole on the back of his neck. And I was like, holy shit, quadruplets.
Yeah, yeah.
Gave my name. You remember?
His name was
Michael.
His name
Michael, yeah.
It was Michael. It
Nice,
actually was
nice.
It
Michael.
was Michael.
Yeah, yeah.
Michael Laurenza.
It was him.
It's
came out
you.
another-
Yeah. Well,
Sounds
actually,
tough.
actually, my
Reincarnated.
my name was supposed to be Vincenzo, and they switched
Oh.
it.
Thank
Beautiful
God.
Yeah,
name.
I know.
You would have fit perfect.
No, just
Yeah.
for him.
My name is
Oh my
actually supposed to be
God.
Mateo.
Really?
Yeah, my dad didn't want people to call me Matt. And look at that right now,
Oh.
because now people call me everything but John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Mateo.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all, yeah. Not a real person. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
he
yeah,
absorbed it.
Maybe you
Like,
never know.
really early. Really early.
Yeah.
could be possible.
Gotta weigh that thing.
That's an interesting theory, though, about
Less than an
why
ounce.
we relate more, me and Fran.
No, that does.
Because I
yeah.
kind of do.
So,
I just think I just think me and Gianluca go about things a little differently. Sometimes Gianluca goes about things and I'm like, I would never do it the way that he just did that. Like ever. I can't really pull like a specific example, but yeah, I don't know. But I don't know if that has to do with like a brotherly thing.
I think we just got different ways of thinking.
Yeah, we do.
I also feel like
We
you're
do.
very meticulous, Angelo. Like it's like you,
Kind-
it's your way or you're an idiot.
No, that's not true.
No, the 100%.
To be honestly, to be fair,
Yeah.
it's at least a little bit true.
No, that is you. That,
70,
you gotta
it's
own that one like the
75%
Anglo.
what I think.
Good, because I'm the same way.
I admit that. But no, I pride myself on being open to other people's ideas, though. Well, I don't have
Also
to do.
pride
I don't
yourself
have to
on
do
being
it
right.
your way.
Yeah. But listen,
I'm
I'm
gonna
open
listen-
to it. I'll listen.
I'm
but
gonna
you're
listen
still
to it,
stupid.
take
That's it.
ideas
I'm
from
just gonna
it.
listen.
Yeah, 100%. That's
Right.
important.
Interesting.
Right. I just
But
mean like
no.
the little things. I don't know. I feel like that's what irks you. Like Gianluca will
Right.
do the littlest thing and
Yeah.
boom.
But it's just because it's my brother.
Right.
that's true.
There's like a hyper focus on shit like that. Like there's stuff I do that we were fucking arguing today. As soon as I got home, he's like, "You're in a bad mood." I was like, "Fuck you." That's just what brothers do.
Were you in a bad mood?
He was.
No, but
I
they
can verify.
as soon as somebody says something
Okay,
like that,
to
it
be
puts me in
fair,
a bad mood.
I'm the same way. When somebody says like, "Why are you mad?" and I'm not mad,
I
I'm
hate
like,
that.
I'm mad now.
Hey, my mom does
How's
that.
he
After
listening
this.
today?
Yeah.
Killing my
He
vibe.
even
Stand
dissing?
for it. Yeah, he came in, he turned the lights on. He's like, "Would you not get out of bed today? It's 2:00."
Bitch, do it, spin his
He told us he looks over you in your sleep.
He does.
Did you know this?
You know?
You know?
I know. You wanna know why I know?
But he's
You wanna know why I
what
know?
the fuck you
You wanna know
doing?
why I know?
You can't say
pretend I'm asleep.
You wanna know why I know?
you can't say it like that.
Because
He wants you to sleep.
Yeah,
There's
just
so
stand over him
many
like
times,
this.
bro. He'll come downstairs and just put his flashlight on me.
That's
That's what he
not-
said. That's what he said.
He does.
You
That's
said
not-
you literally said you
Obviously,
did.
dying laughing.
I'm not gonna open my eyes. 'cause
That's
just gonna
not
fucking hurt.
true.
But yeah, obviously.
So
I
much
mean,
funnier that you know.
see my eyes get lighter, and I'm like, okay.
You guys
well,
make
he's
it
looking
seem,
at me
seem
That's
to
what you
be-
said.
I'm just checking on you.
for what?
I'm making sure you're sleeping.
John's like, if I don't
Takes his
move,
pulse when he comes
He
downstairs.
does. He does. He turns the flashlight on your face and goes, "Oh, he's breathing," and then he walks
swear to
away.
God.
Finger on
What's
my
wrong with
nose.
that?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just silly.
kiss him on the forehead. All right, bitch.
I just check on him.
It's funnier that he knows that you do it.
I actually, that's fun. Not that
I'm
I
well
kiss him
aware.
on the forehead, but sometimes when I leave, I'll like pat him. I swear to God.
I don't
Really,
know.
he does
I
this
had
to you?
No idea he
Really?
does that.
Sleep.
Wow,
sleeping?
interesting.
I'll put my hand on his head. Be like,
Wait,
see,
when
bro.
he's asleep?
Swear to God.
I'm usually
What did
We
you see?
share-
in a
we-
coma at
Yeah.
that point.
We share a bedroom for a background
shit, yeah.
story, but yeah, I'd be doing that. Say
Did you-
goodbye to you.
Did you guys move in your? I don't know if you guys lived in this house the entire time.
Yeah,
Oh, you did.
same
Well,
house.
we moved
Oh.
there when we were 2.
All right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say
Same
because
house.
Yeah.
like I obviously have a sister. It's like 2 years older than me, or a year and a half, and we shared like a bunk bed the entire time.
Oh,
Me and
yeah.
I know
Angelo
you
had a bunk
guys.
bed.
You guys had a
Yeah.
bunk bed, but you weren't like 3 to a room though.
No, no,
that's
no.
Yeah.
No,
Just
Fran.
took my room.
Oh, it was your room originally.
Our room. Yeah.
Well, Fran had a room. We had a bedroom. We were all upstairs. But then when John went to college, he kind of got stuck in Boston from like COVID.
yeah.
Mm.
So when we came back, we still had bunk beds, and I was like, Dad, like,
It's about time.
I'm kind of sick of this shit. Like, can we move our shit downstairs? Because at that point in time, my dad was starting to work from home too, and my dad didn't have like a home office. So I was like,
Oh.
oh, Dad, I was like, you can get your little office space. We can put Francesca in her own room. She still has her own room. And I was like, let us put our shit downstairs. So that's what we did. But yeah, now we don't have bunk beds. But like I was saying in the last episode, I still sleep in one of them.
Mm.
Gianluca has a bigger bed, but I'm just still rocking my twin.
That's
But
why
yeah.
he walks over, checks the light, and he goes, "It should be my fucking
Yeah.
bed."
Jealous.
Should be my fucking bed.
Look how,
Fit in that
look how
right now.
good he's sleeping.
He looks over in
Yeah, that's
jealousy.
so funny.
Been sleeping in the same bed for 23
What
years,
is it in his
24
ear?
years.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy while you can, you son of a bitch.
It's actually going to be his bed pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving it to him.
Yeah, Frank's moving out.
Yep.
Hmm.
You want to talk about that?
I was about to
Or-
say, yeah.
You can if you want.
What do
That's
you
up
wanna
to
know?
you. Well, you're moving out. What's it
Well,
like? How do you feel?
So
You feel
I
old?
recently got engaged.
Wait.
Obviously,
Right.
as everyone knows.
Yeah. Engagement.
We'll go into that too later, but
So now, me and Steve are moving in together
yep,
because we should live together. We're
that's what you
engaged.
do.
Or normal things. So Gianluca is kicking me out of my room already
Mhm.
because he wants his own room because he keeps saying he hasn't had his own room for his whole life. He's
Mhm.
never had his own room.
I have no space down there either.
Other than when he was in college, so he wants his own room in the house. So every day
Mm.
he's like, "When are you leaving?" Not yet. But whatever. Anyway, so I'm excited to move out because obviously I've lived with Angelo and Gianluca for 24 years.
You're
Hates
gonna
him.
miss
And
us.
my mom, I am gonna miss
Yeah.
you guys.
I'm gonna miss
but
you.
It'll
Aw.
be like nice to have my own, I don't know, my own space
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
outside of our house.
it'll be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I will miss Angelo in interrupting me at all. No, I'll
You're not
miss
Wow.
you. That's not what I
I will
meant.
miss Angelo.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
She's like, "What's your name
Angelo
again?"
like comes in my room every night to talk to me. Like
Vents about work.
he vents all the
What
time.
are his red flags?
Yeah. yeah.
That's right. I hate people that talk about work every day. God, look what happened to me today.
Yeah, but he like comes and talks to me like literally every single day that I'm home when we're
And you
home
like
at
it,
the
though.
same time. He comes to my room, he like sits on my bed, and we have a whole conversation every day.
what's wrong with that?
So I'm saying I'll miss it. It's
Oh,
nice
good.
to like talk to you. Gianluca doesn't talk to me. So
No, I know. I'm a family-oriented guy.
I don't know why I pictured you like walking her. I'm like, girl, let me tell you what happened today.
Sits down,
He'll be
sits
like-
down, cross his legs in the corner.
No,
his feet up in the bed.
usually, you know what it is? Every time I walk in the room,
he strolls
I
really
like-
slow into
I
the
like.
He gangster walks. You got
if
that gangster
Francesca-
walk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get that gangster
if
walk to
Francesca
him.
is like reading a book on her laptop, I'll stand there and just wait for her to speak.
Like you
I'll
sigh.
I'll just she'll look at it. She'll look at me out of the corner of her eye, look back at what she's doing, and I'll just wait. And then maybe I'll like open the blinds, look outside, See who's parked outside. It's the same 5 cars that were there before. And then
Well-
yeah,
Looks
I don't
green
know,
today,
I just
huh?
talk to her.
Usually I'm in the middle of reading a book, so I have to finish a page or something.
Yeah.
Before,
So I wait.
know,
I wait
before I-
patiently like a
and I
little
don't
dog.
like stopping in the middle of the chapter. Like I'd like to finish the whole chapter before I start.
Yeah.
the
So Andrew's just
conversation.
locked up in the room 30 minutes just touching shit.
Or sometimes he talks so much that I just keep reading.
She doesn't say anything.
Like
yeah.
I don't, or I'll be
And
at
I know
my,
she's not listening
I
either.
don't even look up. Like I don't even make eye contact.
Do you give like head nods,
I'll be
nothing?
like, and I'm just like reading or like scrolling through TikTok or something because sometimes he goes on these little like, tangents, and I'm
Hey.
like, okay,
I like talking to you.
but yeah,
That all started from us going to the gym though. Because remember, I used to go every time it
Oh.
started. Because I used to walk in a room and be like, "This is what I did. What did you do?"
he would tell me his whole entire
Yep.
workout.
And I think
Be like,
that's kind of how it
So I went to
started.
the gym today, and then I'll be like, I did back and buys, and then it'll be like, so at first I did
Yeah.
lat pull downs.
And then it was like, we should make a fitness page.
Yeah, and now neither of us really use it.
No. We have
But-
bigger fish to fry now.
Yeah.
It's true.
That is how it started.
It's too funny.
So you gonna go to her house now every night?
All the
And talk
time.
to her in their bed?
Well,
He's at the foot of the bed. He's like a dog.
Walk out, pajama and pillow in hand.
Yeah.
Guys, we talk.
I'll be like, "Hey, Steve."
No, Steve, since you're here, like, what do you think of this?
You're
Like,
gonna sleep in between them. I had a tough day at work today.
He just crawls up like your son every night. You get a nightmare. You just.
I had a nightmare.
Yeah, instead of getting the dog, they'll just have me.
Fran, I went to bed, huh?
Between me and Nonna bothering you. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll always be over there because like I go visit my grandmother's all the time anyway,
Mm.
every week. So I'll obviously pop in and say
Yeah,
what's
because
good.
we're moving into our Nonna has a 2-family house, so we're moving into one of the apartments that no one lives in. So we'll be with Nonna every day.
Mm-hmm.
And Angelo's always at Nonna's, so I'm sure he will be stopping in.
Got it.
Banana and prosciutto coming back.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna be my snack.
Yeah.
When I get home from
little
work.
mortadella. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to this like next phase though. It was interesting, like phase of life with her like
me?
moving
Oh, I
out.
was about to say your
Yeah,
face.
but
I'm like,
just- but
she
just
gets
us.
engaged. So I'm looking forward to my next.
No, but you know what I mean. Just like the 3 of us, because I remember the last time I ever felt like that was when we went to school because like we didn't go to the same school.
Mm.
And I was kind of saying this to Gianluca the other day, like with even my whole life, like even if I didn't know anybody or like didn't have too many friends, like I had 2 people to fall back on all the
Yep.
fucking time, whether I felt like talking to them or not. Like they were there,
Yeah.
you know. So
That's
like
true.
that was always pretty cool. So I remember going to school
It was so scary.
and I was like, oh shit, like I don't fucking know anybody.
Yeah. Because I'm like
Francesca's a little
quiet,
shy though.
shy person, so like even in high school, like remember when we used to get like our lunch schedule and
Yeah.
like you were
Yeah.
like, oh, what lunch do I have? Or my
Yeah.
friends at my lunch.
Mhm.
And like for me, I was like, oh, my friends aren't, but Angelo is. So like at least I could sit with Angelo and his friends.
Oh yeah.
So like then I went to college and it was like I don't have anyone to fall back on because I didn't know anyone I went to school with. And
That's
like,
so
I had
funny.
to make friends and like it wasn't like, oh, I can just go hang out with Angelo or Gianluca because they weren't there.
Yeah.
Right.
But obviously I got used to that. But it was scary at first. For
Yeah.
me. I don't know. Gianluca? Thoughts?
He was chilling.
Yeah.
I loved it.
He loved it. He wished he was there
I'm
now in
waiting
the
for it.
city.
He was packed months
It
before.
was a lot of fun up there. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I got lucky though. I got to say the kids. We kind of just got like randomly thrown together. The kids I live with, and they ended up all being pretty cool guys.
Yeah.
So we all got along, and we ended up living
Make
together
sure-
for all 4 years.
Speaking of the mic,
So
but yeah, you good.
it was dope.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't lie. I mean, it sucked because it was in the middle of COVID, so a lot of shit got shut down
Yeah.
during
Yeah.
it.
Right.
So I kind of missed out a little bit, but I'd say I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
But did you feel worried when you
Worried
left
going
and
there?
me and
Nah.
Angelo were there?
No, I don't think so.
No,
No, I don't think so.
it felt so free.
I just
Waiting his whole life.
to be
for it.
honest with you, I always like growing up. I always wanted to move away for school. Like I wanted to go to the
Right.
city.
Yeah.
So I was
And
kind of ready for it.
I think it was kind of good that we did that too, because there was kind of a sense of freedom now. Because I don't know about you guys, but like every time I do something, I'll be like, I wonder what Fran and G are gonna say about that. Like they're gonna shit on me for this, or you know what I mean. So like you kind of do whatever the fuck you wanted. Not that not that we do bad stuff, but
Well, yeah, I can agree to that
know
because
what I
like
mean?
at,
There's
like when
less-
we were all at
there's
home.
less judgment all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Like when we were at
'Cause
home, like
me
if
and-
something like we couldn't really get away with nothing because like
Nothing.
there's two other sets
Nothing.
of eyes around all this.
That's
And with
true.
Francesca tattling
her
all
snitching
the fucking
every-
time.
Me and my brother couldn't get away
What
with
the
nothing.
fuck, dude?
So at school, like I
Shit.
could go out, I could say nothing to nobody, and it would be okay. Like
Yeah.
here, like we could never sneak out growing up because this one would be like, oh, where are you going?
Yeah,
what are you
yeah,
doing?
yeah. Mom, did you know Ange and G left last night at like 10 o'clock?
Yeah, they left. Where
No,
did they?
Mom,
Never did that.
Yeah, sure.
you would be.
That's just, we never put you in a position to do
He's
that.
saying you would have.
I'm not saying I
Oh,
wouldn't. I never did it.
Yo, it was funny shit, man. It really
Yeah.
was.
See, I feel like the college thing, like, I didn't have that experience whatsoever because half our graduating class went to UR.
Yeah, you guys
Right.
basically
Yeah.
continued
I-
high school.
I saw somebody in every single class I had every single day that we went to
Yeah,
high school with, so it was
that's
like
dope.
such a smooth transition. It wasn't though.
I think it was
Hope she
good.
didn't.
I think it was good character building.
Yeah.
Because I was always like pretty introverted. Like I had a single dorm freshman year. I didn't want to
Really?
fuck with nobody. I was
Oh.
like, I have my friends, mostly you, everybody here. I didn't know Mike that well.
You had a single dorm freshman
single
year?
dorm
Yeah,
freshman
he's
year.
crazy.
I set
Wow,
out.
that's
I
bold.
filled out like the allergy thing. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta live alone.
What allergies?
I didn't want
What
to
do you-
talk to
what do you
anyone.
just-
Angel's allergic to the world.
Mad stuff. And that's not that bad. It's not like food
Oh.
stuff. It's just like shit outside. I cope. I got over that shit. I grew up. I don't.
You
take-
got a single
Grew
because
up.
you're allergic to pollen?
That's I'm like 99% sure that's how I made it work because there was like a thing you could fill out,
What is
and if you could prove that you were allergic to like a certain number of things, you could have a single dorm at Roger Williams. So that's what I did. I got a single
What'd you
dorm.
do for fun?
Played
Like, you were just in
Fortnite.
there doing cartwheels and shit.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
just
ended up-
him and Gilberto.
No, I ended up making mad friends, and
Oh yeah.
we went out, and then I ended up living with some of the kids that I met freshman year, and now they'll probably be friends for life. So I ended
Aw.
up, as much as I didn't want to meet people, I did. So it was all right. But yeah, I didn't want any of that. But I don't know. But I also wanted a single dorm because I never had my own room.
Oh, I guess.
You know what I
that's
mean?
big, yeah.
Those are the, like John Luke was saying too, going to Boston. I mean, that was the first time. Kind of sucked.
Mm.
But it was kind of cool because like with John, I think it taught me. I think that's why I'm so okay talking about my feelings in a way. Not that me and John Luca.
Just struggle to get
Skeptical,
through that.
skeptical of
No, but I'm
himself.
serious. No, this is gonna be a good point because not that me and John Luca talk a lot about stuff like that, but when you share a room with the person, like you can't really hide shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Did you ever feel like that? Because I know John Luca pretty well. Like I can tell when something's on his mind. Like we talk. Like so, yeah.
No, I can agree. I can.
There's
attest to that.
definitely, yeah. It has its benefits, I think.
Mm.
But yeah, there's definitely shit that was good for me developmentally, not having two people to fall back on all the time. Like
gotta
I
learn
don't know
stuff,
what
yeah.
single what like kids that are only childs do. I mean,
I would
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't
That's
imagine being.
it's
an
so
only child.
foreign to
feel
me.
like yeah, it's essential.
It's got to be so boring.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of an ick. My mind.
Not
Only
boring.
child.
I feel, I feel like
And you can tell. You can tell
I
when they're
can
single
agree. You
children.
No.
What?
Not always.
You know an
Yeah,
only
not
child, you
always.
can't tell.
I'm trying to think right now
Yes,
if I know
my
one.
cousin Alexa.
yes, that's
she is
so
a
true.
fantastic only child.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
Wow,
she's a
that's
great
so
That's
true.
surprising to me that she.
But you guys are mad
yeah.
close
Yeah.
though, so
Yeah.
it's like she's got mad close
I mean,
cousins.
she like
Mm.
grew up like she was like our fourth. Like,
Right.
Doesn't,
So-
count. Doesn't count.
This
Doesn't
guy's
It's a
count.
little
Mhm.
different.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say,
no.
I feel like your relationship with your parents is probably mad closer.
Probably most
Then
times.
I feel
and having
like
three
single
kids.
children get pampered more.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
issue when they grow up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely in some situations,
Who's a single child?
for sure.
I think
but-
it's a single child.
We know. Yeah, we know a lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
Hope
Who's
that
another
picked
one?
up.
Fits the bill.
good example.
It's
yeah,
the bill.
but
He
yeah, I
doesn't
don't
watch.
know.
Say his name, air it out. I'm kidding.
I'm definitely
Watch
glad
all.
that
I know.
I'm definitely glad
Just heard
that.
us say he's an ick.
Mike said that. If you
I,
heard that,
well,
it's all
Well, I
Mike.
agree with him.
I can think of a
Oh.
second person to compare that to. I can't think of another one.
I guess I'm not friends with that many only children.
I guess
Ick.
not. Maybe that tells you something.
Damn.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But I feel like if you're an only child, you gotta put him in like a sport or something where there's like
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, they
So
have to be
learn
around other
shit,
kids.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I
definitely.
think siblings give you that like teamwork. kind of
Inherently,
stuff.
yeah,
have,
yeah.
But like you seriously have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a
Sometimes,
choice.
you know what I
You're
mean?
automatically on a team.
Yo, give me your brother, please.
You have no choice but to kind of get along. Not that we have. Not there's really. I hope there never will be, but there really hasn't been a time where I haven't gotten along with them. You know, I don't know about you guys. If
Well, yeah. Besides,
maybe they hate me secretly. I don't know. But
No.
no.
like, very
my issue-
convincing.
My
No.
issue growing up was like I'm like way older than all my siblings.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm 4 years older than my next youngest.
Next closest,
but like
yeah.
up until recently, I haven't been able to like. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit at home and play toys with you.
You feel-
know? So like, it wasn't until like
Right.
he was like, I don't know, 15 plus that we've been able to like do stuff more together. And now
Yeah.
the
But
next
that's
younger
dope.
brothers are 16. So
Yeah, now you're teaching them stuff.
yeah.
You ever feel, was there ever pressure with that? You ever felt like you have to be like a really good example for them or not really?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they did something bad, I got in trouble for it.
Right.
So
Oh, because you
Yeah,
didn't. Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel that.
That's
No,
interesting.
you need to go tell him he shouldn't do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
You're his mom.
Gotta be a role model.
I say that
Tell
all
him.
the time. So if I'm not in the mood, because now it's like at the point where like I really don't have to help out that much anymore. Like
Yeah.
they're grown, but obviously they still do dumb stuff.
Mm.
And I will talk to my brothers. Like it was something I definitely can like help them on or relate to stuff they're fucking up with. But like, yes, if they're like, I have two 16-year-old brothers. They fight a lot, but I feel like they're super close because they're like the same age and
Right.
you know
They're
they're
going through
together
this-
all the time. So they
Yeah, dude.
they bicker a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And my mom's like, "You and Xavier never fought. Like, why are they fighting all the time?" I'm like, well, "Me and Xavier are 4 years apart.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, what am I
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
fight with him
body
about?"
him.
Yeah, like,
They
Push
they
him
to
over.
Yeah.
the same
Talk to me.
school, like they have so many
Yeah.
things to fight about, so
Yeah.
many things to be disagreeing over.
For sure.
right. And they used to share a room for a long time. Now they have their own rooms, but
Mm.
yeah, like I don't know what to tell them. Like, stop fighting with your brother. I don't. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really don't know what to do.
I feel like
Yeah,
It's the
everyone goes through
stupidest
that,
stuff
though,
too.
yeah.
Like
I feel like you fight with your siblings, and then you get
So-
to an age where it just stops.
It's
For the most part.
always, it's always super.
Xander will walk in the room and Jason will be like, "Yo, you stink."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Xander,
Classic.
fuck you. Like, and then they go. Then they're pushing each other,
Hell yeah.
slamming doors. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Did you ever
Yeah.
get physical with your brothers at all? Me and Angelo never really did.
Well,
Angelo used to abuse.
when we were young,
Yeah,
when we
He
were
used to-
young,
He used to do that for no reason. Though.
I was kind of mean.
Beat his ass.
He used to bite
While he
and
was
shit.
sleeping. That's when it started.
Air him out. What are you saying? He's
Angelo-
biting?
Yeah, he used
Big
to-
biter?
Biting? You were a biter?
Angelo was a biter.
He,
Break
he
skin.
knocked my tooth out one time though.
I did, yeah, actually, I did.
He gave me
One
it
time,
back.
one time I did. I swung back.
I'll never
knocked
forget
the
it. We
tooth
were in the
out.
living room, chomped down.
Bite me
on-
now, bitch.
He
I
bit me,
chomped down on
punched him right in the
something.
mouth.
I don't know, butt cheek, leg, arm. I don't know what it was, but
Indiscriminate
I
biting.
do.
Blindly,
First time he ate ass.
get off me.
Got a taste for it. He's like,
I
I'm
do
locked in.
remember having like a wiggly tooth, and he slapped that thing out of my mouth. He did. You remember
Yeah,
it?
I do remember.
I
that.
don't remember.
It was right in front of the sliding door.
Oh, I'll never forget it.
Smack the
You
tooth out.
smacked it out.
Yeah, I was so fed up of being pushed
It was.
around
It
and
was
bit
right
and
in
shit.
front of the sliding door.
Yeah,
I
I
exactly where
remember
I was
because
sitting.
his tooth was right in the rug right there.
Yep.
I'll never forget
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
You kept that as a memento.
That
You
was
wear it
the
around
only
your neck.
time he ever laid a finger on me, though.
The trophy.
Yep. Only
I got
time.
him good the one time.
Yep.
He never really fucked with me again after
Next-
that.
I wouldn't say that.
What do you mean? I could hear all the
I
time you
wouldn't-
fucked you over
I
the mic
wouldn't
on
say
Xbox.
I wouldn't say that.
Are you
but
fucking blind? Just missed your whole mag.
I earned respect from that day when we were 6. How old were we? Maybe 6, 7.
Probably.
Yep. That's when I was
Got
like,
his
ah,
tooth knocked
shit.
out. I respect you, bro.
Yeah. Spinal.
I broke my back.
Where?
Spinal.
No,
Oh, my-
spinal.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
he gave it to me once.
what are you and your brother's personalities like? Are you like guys like polar opposites? Or you guys kind of the same?
Nah, I mean we're all kind of into different stuff. Well, so me and Xander, we kind of have this thing going in the house. So all my brothers have J names or X names.
Yeah.
So like we kind of have like a we're the J's. We're doing stuff with just the J's today.
That's
Like,
crazy.
stuff like that. But like,
Sorry,
honest-
Xavier.
No, it is like that.
J
It is.
Day.
And Xander gets Xavier's supposed to hang out with the X's. He's the leader of the X's, but he doesn't do anything. Or he's not
Leader
around
of
us
the
Bad
much.
leader for the X's. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
so-
X-Men.
but like
That's pure.
Jason's really into basketball and Xavier is, so like I'm not into basketball, so they're always talking about basketball together. But now Xander plays football. He's starting to get into football. So
Oh, okay.
That was a
We've been
dope
talking
picture
about
you
that.
sent us.
Yeah.
Him.
yep.
All kitted up.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's so cute.
That
It's
made
like a
me
demon.
feel old. I mean, we've known Xander and Jason since like 7th grade.
It's, bro. It's great.
Yeah.
Literally, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well, they
And-
had their West uniforms on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Xander's playing
Yo.
football at West. Yeah. So I sent a
Wow.
pic of him suited up.
Yeah, dude.
Let me see it. You have it?
Yeah. I might have it.
You can pull it up. It's been really cool to see them grow up.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I have
yeah.
to say.
Really cool.
But also Xander is like, I wouldn't say he's a foodie like me, but like he's definitely down to try anything.
He's
So
getting there.
I take him out to eat, and
Oh,
him and Jacoby out all the time.
See,
'Cause
that's cool. That-
Jacoby's like a garbage disposal. You feed him anything.
we
So-
took him to get. We took him to Haruki,
Yeah, we did.
Wait, really?
Way
Yeah.
back, yeah.
and we were like, "Yo, eat these fish eggs."
Brandon
spits it out.
couldn't stand
Yeah,
him.
it's so funny.
Couldn't stand him. I'm
But
like, he's
see-
a
Oh,
kid.
yeah, they have beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did have beef.
He had beef with Brandon.
One-sided beef.
Because Kobe was like 2 and he was like developmentally delayed a little bit, so he had
Right.
a lot of like just weird issues, like he would have outbursts and stuff, but like it was something I'm accustomed to. Like my family did foster care forever, so like we had a lot of children with all sorts of issues, and it was just, I don't know, I'm a pretty unbothered person, and like I'm used to taking the kids out, so it didn't bother me. But Brandon was like, dude, you need to put a leash on that kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brandon, we
Can
made.
you tell him to quiet down?
Yeah, we made. Remember, remember-
He's like, it's like that meme with the guy looking at the kid and he beats the shit out of him.
we made him hold his hand while
Why'd you
coming to
look
the
at me like
restaurant.
that?
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
I don't
Brandon's
know
like,
those
who
pictures.
invited
Did,
this
I-
We're going up and down.
did I text you guys the picture?
It was in the group me.
It was in group.
I think, was it?
It was funny.
I don't remember seeing it.
Maybe it's in my camera roll. I definitely sent a picture.
You did.
Yeah, I seen.
Maybe I didn't save it.
It might have been on
Oh, there it is.
Snapchat.
That's not him.
It's a picture of Sean Watson.
It was for fantasy football.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it
know.
was
Maybe I
too far
didn't save it. Maybe I didn't
You'll
save it.
find it at some point.
But
Look in the group me gallery.
I want to piggyback off what you said too, James. Like
Yeah.
that was one thing that I think I would have really liked about having a younger sibling is watching
Oh, right there.
him grow up and see the things that he might have picked
Oh.
up on that I was
Nice.
into.
67.
Just wearing his game.
You know what I
Shout
mean?
out
Like
Larry
the
Matano.
similarities,
He's a
like
defense.
you must take mad, like it must almost be like a pride thing to be like, oh, that's cool. Like he's definitely into that because I'm into that, and he must have watched you grow up, always liking food, always open to trying new things.
Right, I do feel like that.
Of
I tell my
course.
mom all the time.
Because you know,
Like,
like,
I
yo,
raise your kids.
Wow. yeah.
She's been getting slandered on these episodes. Bro.
Does she watch this?
She called
She's
me out.
catching mad heat.
The first week I said something about her, and she was like, "I can't believe you brought me up. I'm gonna bring you up every week."
Every
You,
week.
did, you have every week
And now I
since,
have.
yeah.
I've made it a point. But my dad thinks it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dads are the best.
No, I definitely feel like, yeah, it's cool. Like Xander, like always asks me for like music, like to listen to. He likes a lot of the music I listen
That's
to.
awesome.
It is cool, like having similar traits.
Hell yeah.
I take him shopping. He like keeps asking me to go shopping so he could pick out clothes with me. 'Cause He likes the way I dress. So like, yeah, it's been fun. Jason, like we do have stuff in common, but again, like he's into basketball. He's into like I don't know. He's really into gaming. I don't know. And he's always kept to himself more than Xander has. So like
Right.
he's usually just in his room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Type of kid he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
So
that.
big gamer.
It's cool.
Yeah. No, definitely Xander. I feel like has picked up a lot of my traits.
That's dope.
It's like funny seeing that he's like a person now. You know, like
A person.
he's only 16, but like, yeah,
He's
I don't
not-
know.
he's
Like,
not an
when he
NPC
was like
anymore.
8, like it's not like you can really tell what somebody is at 8. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's fair.
So
I feel
He's
that.
left the NPC stage.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's out of the NPC stage.
The main character now.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
cool.
it's crazy. I can't wait to see the 2 little guys. See what they end up like.
Hell yeah,
Mm.
dude.
I think Jacoby's gonna be a lot like me and Xander.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Maybe, yeah.
Mold him, shape him into you.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I tell my mom. Like the world needs more me.
The
So
world, no.
I don't.
here's my 2 little.
I would
2 little
argue the world
experiments, see
has
if I can
just
make
enough
2 of me.
James.
Yeah.
Just wait till I have my own kids. They're all gonna be exactly like me.
God, my kids are not meeting your kids.
Training them to be just like me.
Oh.
What do you
I'm
mean?
making
We're
sure I have my
friends.
kids first, just so they can bully yours. Yeah, I said it.
Won't matter.
No,
my
it's
kids,
not.
my kids, if they're like me, they'll grow up fast. I was this height in 5th grade. Never changed. So
Stunted growth? If it's like me,
In
it's only
elementary
stunted growth.
school. Won the recess world championship.
I felt
Hell
like
yeah.
a boss in 5th grade. You know, I was so tall.
That's
That was it.
awesome.
What's up,
Never grew
pipsqueak?
again. I
How is short?
was a unit.
Short.
Do you
forever.
I guess on an offshoot of kids, do you like, I don't know how to put this in a phrase. Like when I was thinking about having kids, I want my kid to be like 6'3".
Well, yeah.
So he, yeah.
I
he-
want a D1 baby, bro.
He wants to
I
pick
want
like a
I want an
7-foot woman to have a
NFL
kid
player coming
How's
out of
that
the
gonna
womb.
Yeah.
happen then?
of course,
What do you
that
mean?
would be sick.
He has to
So
date
What you mean by
someone
that?
Huge.
How tall are you?
5'11", 3/4.
find twin
You're
embryos.
5'11".
Don't add the 3/4.
No, you
That's
can't.
my
You,
height.
you can't.
Are you really?
That's
Yeah.
my literal height.
Stop
What
it.
are you?
Stop
just
it.
say
5'11",
5'11".
3/4.
Like my license says
Just
6
say
feet.
6 foot. Just say 6 foot.
Like, you
Does
I'm not a
not-
liar though.
He's 6 foot,
Does-
guys.
I'm not a liar like you.
All right, but you put your sneakers on and you 6 foot.
Put my sneakers on. I'm
All
6
right, you
feet.
might-
That's
your
true.
sneakers on,
That's
you're
true.
6 foot.
That's
You
true.
might have a chance then.
I got a chance. Yeah.
Definitely had a
They
chance.
just gotta
I
come out
dated the
womb
person
with
who was the
sneakers.
same height as me before.
Gonna find a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Good
could-
luck.
That's
I could
his
just
type.
roll
That's his
somebody
type.
the same
Plants.
height as me and then just roll my luck. They'll at
It'll be
least be
alright.
6 feet, I imagine.
Yeah.
They just end up
It's a
super
50-50
What if your
shot.
son's like-
recessive gene.
Oh, let's go for the second one. I'm gonna have two.
He's
kids.
gonna be his son's 5'4". What's he
I
gonna
was
say?
about to say, yeah. Then
You
what?
guys are gonna have a legal midget.
Hey,
Yeah,
five,
imagine.
Hey,
Come
5'4" guys
on.
are great.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Just not what he
don't
wants.
diss
Five-
five-
Not-
five-
he
guys.
said he
5'4"
wants a-
guys
he
are
said he
great.
wants a
No,
6'3".
no diss. I
Yeah.
just like my kid to be like crazy tall. That'd be sick.
Good.
Deuce Vaughn's like 5'5". He's in the NFL.
But he's an RB3. He's not getting any snaps. He's in the
Well, what are
NFL.
you? You're not
He's
an
in the
RB3.
NFL.
He wants
No,
his
you're
son to
right.
be Derrick
You're right.
Henry, this
If I get
giant
Derrick Henry as my son,
monster
though,
of a man.
that'd be sick. Would it not be sick?
I'd be scared of my son. Are
if
you
I-
kidding?
But he's making racks. That'd be crazy.
If I one of those kids, like you ever see those things where it's like he's only 13, he's like fucking
Yeah,
jacked as
that
shit.
picture of the kid with the
If my kid's like
mustache.
that, you are going in training.
Yeah.
Right out the womb, buddy.
Yeah.
You're making us money. I don't
You
care.
think about it. If
Project
I have a
Mbappe.
kid, if I get a kid by
Someone can sign to the Saudi league. Want that.
31, I have a kid. By 51, I retire because he's making millions.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. Oh my God.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna go
I'll be
for it.
rooting
I'm
for
shooting
him.
for
I'll
it.
be
I feel
rooting
like you'd
for
be
him.
just
Yeah, I'm
so
rooting for you, Mike.
disappointed.
I hope
he
it
didn't
works
make
out.
that.
Thank you.
Doesn't
No,
make the
I
team.
know, it's not-
You're gonna give your
it's
kids so much trauma.
He's gonna. Yeah. No.
You're a failure. Work. I should be retired.
What are you going to math camp for? We got content up in the backyard, buddy.
That's awesome.
No, I wouldn't be like that.
I would hope not.
I would just hope they gravitate towards that. Yeah.
No, but like
Yeah.
I hope we all have kids.
Just give him a slight push.
Yeah. Give him a slight push.
I hope we have kids around the same like.
Let's plan it.
Just so
plan it.
like we should first off buy a cul-de-sac. All live like. In the
Oh,
same-
this is everyone's dream. Where are you
Everybody
living?
says that,
What
yeah.
state?
There's a cul-de-sac right up my street.
I don't know if I want to. Like, I kind of want to live in Rhode Island just because.
Everything's 2 seconds away.
Well, I know. Okay. Well, yeah. Everything's 2 seconds away. It's really nice. Also, I feel like just because our proximity to Boston, like Providence is gonna like explode.
Yeah,
The next
yeah.
like 10 years.
Explode.
Explode. Yeah.
It's
Just like Juju's knee,
culturally-
it's on a
culturally,
ticking
that a
time
threat?
bomb.
Like booming.
It's
Yeah.
gonna get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it already has. I mean, in time that
Yeah,
I,
it
the
has.
time
It
I
is.
left and
It
came
is.
back,
It
it's
I
a
mean,
is
it's
completely different
definitely
place.
since we were kids, it's definitely improved
Yeah.
a lot.
It really
Very
has.
nice.
That's
for
why it's
sure.
like people be like, "Oh, you don't know where that is?" Ago, no one went to Providence when I was a kid.
Nobody.
like,
Yeah.
not at all.
It was funny because, so going to school in state, like I went to Roger Williams, like, there was not a lot of kids from my high school there at least. Like there was mad kids from Connecticut, Mass, all over
Yeah.
New England. Be like, yo, like what's good in Prov? Like this place. I was like, well, my mom wasn't letting me go to Providence. But second of all, like yeah, like we weren't going to
Yeah.
Providence. Like
Not
what
at
was
all.
there? Like nothing was really
Even
that I can think of.
yeah, like, even like our freshman year, like trying to go to Providence.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
we hated everything we went to.
Fucking,
Everything.
what's it called? Victor Spoils.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
basement
Victor
where they
spoils.
sold alcohol to sold
Sold.
alcohol to
Where they sailed alcohol.
anybody.
Yeah, the miners, bro.
They didn't
That's
check
kinda
nothing.
crazy.
Yeah,
So
they
that's
didn't
why,
give a fuck.
that's why
You just
everybody
walk
went
in.
freshman year.
Yeah.
Like
Are they still open?
no,
Oh,
they
okay.
shut down right away.
I was
That-
gonna say.
They ain't open.
There was nothing
About to
right
get
about
found
that
out,
place.
Yeah, they
Oh,
shut
yeah,
down
the
real
guy
No,
quick.
it was sus as hell because it would be like a bunch of us and like then like
Older-
30-year-olds
older
and
20
shit.
like
Yeah,
40-year-olds in there. It's-
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, we're like
vibing.
weirdos too.
Creepiest
Like
looking
you could
dudes.
tell, like we have to leave. Like this guy
Yeah.
just walked in, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, he's not safe.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, other than that, like, well, I guess we weren't 21, so it was hard to see. But like, even still, I mean, nobody talked about Prov
Yeah.
Yeah.
until the last couple of years. I feel like we've been going out more in Providence.
Yep.
But big food scene.
Yeah, I know. Everything's going crazy. I'm telling you. I don't know. So I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to live here, but I'm not
I would
opposed
like
to
to
live
stay in
anywhere
Rhode
else.
Island,
I think I want to stay in New England. I'm not set on
Yeah.
staying in Rhode
New England's the
Island.
best. That's why.
But
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm definitely set on settling down in New England.
Yeah, I've been to Boston like 2 times. Every time I go there, I'm like, I want to fucking move here. Every single time.
I would love to live up there, honestly. From the 4
Great.
years I spent up there, bro, it would be
Mad fun.
I
fantastic.
say you were in the
Boston.
middle of Boston.
yeah.
I was right near Fenway Park. So
That's
yeah,
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fire.
Yeah, it was
yeah, it was
cool.
honestly, it was the
That's
best.
such a nice area. Look at that
It
big
was-
park
it was
over there
awesome.
too.
hmm
Fucking love that place.
Yeah, it was awesome. I honestly, if I could, I would live there.
Mm.
Didn't work out that way, so
Who knows?
back here.
I remember the last time we went. When we went to that thrift, we were all like, we gotta live.
Yeah,
we gotta live here.
What if we lived here? What if we
were
lived here?
We were
Fucking-
walking the streets.
Yeah.
But like podcast blows up, we're getting a
Move.
studio.
Yeah,
Live
that's
in
what I
Boston
did every
immediately.
day. I would just walk
Yeah.
around everywhere. I didn't have a car.
I know. That's the best.
Walkable
I
city.
rode the
Angie's
T.
actually
If I-
scared.
If I needed to go places,
Yeah.
I rode the T. It was awesome. I learned
Scared
from
what?
all sisters.
Angie's scared of the 15-minute city.
That's a whole different thing, dude.
Why?
It's a whole different
Oh, yeah.
conspiracy, dude. We're not talking about
We live
that.
in a 15-minute state.
It's a whole different thing.
Great.
They're
That's
put us in
wonderful.
pods for $400 a month.
Francesca, I actually have a question.
Uh-oh.
It made me think of this. Like, you're a little further along in the game of life, I would say.
Yeah.
Do you think about? I know you're only moving out now, but do you think about like moving out of state and shit?
No.
Never.
Stay in Cranston.
Yeah,
We're gonna stay in Rhode Island
and ever and
Never,
ever.
never.
No, I feel like definitely in Rhode Island. I wouldn't say we're set. Like, oh, we have to stay in Cranston.
Yeah.
But like everyone's in Rhode Island, and like we're both really close with our families. All our
Gotcha.
friends are here. I'm like a homebody to begin with. Like I went to Worcester for college, and I hated every second of it. So.
You
Well, that's
made
just because it's
friends.
Worcester, though.
Well,
made
yeah,
friends,
Worcester.
though.
I definitely made friends and met like a lot of great people, but I love being home. Like I want to be
Yeah, I
close
hear you.
to my mom and dad and my brothers and like
Oh,
I don't know.
no, you don't.
Let me give you a scenario. So Montana, you get a job there. They offer you the bag of death, like 10 mil a year.
It says
Mm-hmm.
10
You
million
moving or you staying?
I'm saying.
She's staying.
10
What
million
the fuck? You're crazy. No,
You
you're
wanna-
no, you're lying.
Come
I'm
on.
not going to Montana.
For
What?
10 million,
10
you know how
mil?
beautiful it is out
10
there?
mil a
You
year?
can buy whatever you want.
Get a cow.
No,
You be Rick Ross out there, the whole farm. Come on.
I'm good.
10
You
mil?
What?
I'm good. I
Another
don't know. I
segue.
just like being close to everybody.
Yeah.
More money, more problems.
You could
Josh.
just
Yeah, exactly.
Give me all the
money,
problems.
everything.
give me all
No,
the
money isn't
problems.
everything.
No.
But if someone's offering me 10
10 mil?
mil a year to go
I
to
can solve a lot of
fucking Montana,
problems.
yeah.
Am I going by myself?
No, with your
With-
future
You could
husband.
take
yeah.
Steve with you. Yeah, what the
Steve.
fuck?
Yeah, you gotta leave everything
Yeah.
behind.
You can't
Change
take
your
no
name,
with you, but it's
cut
10
your
mil.
hair.
Fuck.
Gotta go bald, everything.
I mean, maybe, but
You would
I
never
don't
do
think
that.
So. I don't
Yeah?
think I would,
Wow.
Honestly.
You want to segue, because since you kind of brought up work, you want to segue into work
Oh, yeah.
and what you guys talk about if you feel like talking about it and getting into it?
Talk about?
What we talking
What you do?
We
What do you do for work?
Well, because I think what both you guys do is interesting.
You don't even notice.
Well, I don't work.
Well,
I'm
not
still
yet.
in school.
Yeah.
Yes, Queen.
Yep, I'm in grad school.
Yep.
I'm finishing my last year of grad school
Where?
at Johnston and Wales.
Good.
Yep.
You're a chef?
Nope.
Oh. I'd be.
Does anyone know what I do? Not
Yes.
Angelo
Yeah,
or
I do.
Gianluca.
James tells us all the
Yeah.
time.
What?
Say it, James.
You don't.
Occupational therapy.
Occupational therapy.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I couldn't
next-
think of the. I knew it was. Oh,
Next
yeah.
question. Does anyone besides Angelo, Gianluca probably does know. Besides Angelo, does anyone know what occupational therapy is?
you help people
fuck.
cope with their jobs.
No.
Occupational therapy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Why do
Well, I know
hate
you
my
work
job?
with like autistic children. That's why you think Angie's autistic, right?
She,
Well, that is you can work with people with autism. Yes.
Occupational.
is it just like motor functions? You help people get their motor function
I
back?
don't think it has to do
Good
with.
guesses. Good.
Because
We're
like I
getting
know
there.
that like occupational therapists
we're in
help people
class.
learn how to walk and stuff like that.
It's like daily
Am I wrong?
tasks.
Angelo, what's your definition? I taught Angelo well at one point. I had to do an
Well,
assignment
surely he's
in
doing all these
school.
talks.
I had to recite it.
I had to do an assignment in school, and I had to. You had to like pitch what occupational therapy was, like when we first
Yeah.
started the program, and I did it to Angelo.
Oh.
He was in my video, so I thought
I don't
he
remember
knew
any
what
of
occupational therapy was.
Nice.
I mean, no, I remember it's a lot. It has to do a lot with, you help people regain their ability to go through everyday life. Like
Yes.
people,
Good job.
even really basic things like putting on a T-shirt.
Yes.
Like
Mm.
it can be anything
Exactly.
from probably was it from like newborns,
Newborns
pretty much
till,
till
like,
to the end of
100.
life,
Yep.
pretty much.
What's a newborn do day to day?
Nothing, but there's like OT.
You gotta teach him how to cry.
Wow.
There are
Cry,
OTs
come
that
on.
work in like a NICU or like at my last clinical, there's like babies. Why are we laughing?
Anything
A
that
what?
sounds
What was-
similar
what
to
was
that
that?
N-word.
A
Keep
you
going.
lose it.
Oh, okay. What is that?
Well, anyways, there are
What is it? I don't know what that is though.
What is
like
the NICU?
when you're premature and you have to
Oh.
take it.
Oh, okay.
I knew that. I knew that.
But like at my last
Didn't know
clinical,
that.
there were babies who came in for OT, like for feeding,
OT.
because like there are babies who like their oral functions aren't like developmentally where they should be, so they need help with
Gotcha.
like swallowing and like being able to like take food off a spoon and stuff.
Right.
It's stop.
They're babies, Josh.
They're babies.
Heart attack.
Can you talk about because I think the most interesting thing about what you're going to school for is when you have the stories from clinicals and stuff, working with the kids, because that's what you want to do is work with kids, right?
Yeah. So my last clinical was with like an outpatient.
You can keep going.
He's just got to pee.
Yeah, he's being.
Anyways, my last clinical was with kids.
Yep.
So like kids with autism, kids with like developmental delays,
Mhm.
some kids who have like really medically complex like things going on, ADHD, like basically anything really. And I mean, kids like their main occupation is to play. So
I was just saying, where's the occupation
and like
coming to?
school,
Right.
So like
Making T-shirts.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the kids, we would like
The
do
mind.
crafts to work on like fine motor skills, like their cutting, their handwriting, their hand strength, stuff like that. Or like some kids just need like sensory regulation. So like we're on the swing and like, or we're using a crash pad because like their bodies are so like overstimulated and they need to like just like jump and run into things. Like things like that.
So you've already worked with kids like that, right? Like,
My whole last
lot,
clinical
yeah.
was
Okay.
12 weeks of that. And
wait,
it
what's
was-
a clinical? Because I thought a clinical was like,
It's kind of like an internship type
It's like
thing.
an internship.
oh, okay.
But for
Okay.
like for
For
OT,
no pay.
yes, for free. You work for free.
Nice.
40 hours a week.
right.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
You have to
like
do it
you
to graduate.
essentially like you go in there basically not knowing anything and you observe for like a few weeks and then you end up like I basically treated the whole entire caseload that like the OT who was my supervisor, it was her caseload, and I ended up by the end I was like treating every kid on the caseload. So I was
That's
like
dope.
treatment planning for them, and like you actually feel like a real OT because when you're in school you're like, am I even learning anything? Like am I gonna
Right.
Yeah,
know
no,
what to
100%.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a
Then
pretty
you get
real,
out there and
real
like,
taste of the world.
you actually feel like you know what you're doing, and like when I left like there were families who gave me gifts and like
Aw.
yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. Fun.
I gotta admit, growing up around you, seeing you every day, I wouldn't have pictured you to have an occupation like that.
What did you think I was gonna do?
I don't know, but I admire that about you, that you have the ability to work with kids like that all day. Not a lot of people can do that.
I saw it, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because like when we were growing
Because she
up,
grew up around you.
I was gonna say the way she handled
No.
Angelo,
Growing
right?
up around, growing up around you
well,
and
no,
me,
because
maybe.
like when we were growing up, Francesca was literally like teaching Alexa as a 2-year-old, like
Oh yeah, I
how
got
to
you.
do
True.
cursive and like mathematics. Alexa could
Right.
like, multiply, and she wasn't even in kindergarten yet.
That's
She
true,
was
that's
Francesca.
true.
So I
I'm
would say
surprised he's the one that thought about that.
I would say yeah.
Gianluca,
I
wow.
would say that
Good-
was probably
wow, I'm
coming.
impressed.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am.
Sneak this.
You have a
sneak
thought?
This
That's
in
crazy.
live.
I would have never thought.
What'd he say?
I didn't remember that.
Yo, Gianluca made his own thought. That what?
It's crazy how that would work.
Shocker, right?
That's not how I
Who
meant
would have
it.
thought?
Who told you that?
Like I would have thought Francesca would have remembered that. That's that. Like, was there something that told you wanted to do that, or you? I mean, we never really know
Like-
when we go to college what we
no,
want to
well
do
in
exactly.
high school I did like the career and tech program. I did child development.
Right.
Because I thought I wanted to be a teacher. So, and I
Gotcha.
always really liked working with kids. So I did child development, was like, I loved it, loved working with kids, but I was like, I don't picture myself like standing in front of a classroom and like teaching math.
Yeah.
Well, I
history
guess
and
yeah,
stuff.
that I definitely can't
Like
see
that
you doing.
just wasn't for me.
No.
But I loved the aspect of like helping people. Do you have
No.
a okay.
We're looking at the time.
I loved being able to help people and like help kids and work with kids. So then my mom actually was like, hey, I just read this article about like occupational therapy and how it's like this new up and coming like profession more people are going into. So she's like, you should read the article. I read the article. I thought it was interesting. So I ended up doing my internship in high school at an OT place instead of like being a student teacher at a school.
Right.
So that's kind of where I saw it for the first time. Really liked it. Went to school for it, and here we are.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So it's a passion of yours.
Yes, I
Okay.
especially like working with kids, I feel like is what I'm meant to do.
That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
You want to go, John? I don't know if you'll have as much to say
Sure.
about.
Yes.
about
Well, I
Sneak
mean-
this in. Sneak this in.
I'm a car
That is not
salesman.
sneak
that is not.
Gee, you can go. I know you don't got much going on.
yeah.
but-
That is not a sneak this, bro.
In high school, I did drafting in career and tech.
Right.
And I always liked architecture and stuff like that.
What is drafting for the people at home?
It's basically like it's basic architecture.
Yeah.
Everything's done with like pencil and paper.
Mm.
And like they teach you how to do stuff on the computer, but mostly like I really enjoyed doing it by hand. It was like I don't know. I found it kind of calming to be honest. So, going to college, that's originally what I wanted to do, and Wentworth was my goal school to get to. So I got into the architecture program there, and when I got there and like toured it, it was like the whole freshman year is all freehand drawing.
Yeah.
And like nothing about drawing, like nothing what I thought architecture was supposed to be. So I was like, I don't really know how I'm feeling about this now. So then like a couple people mentioned construction management, and I was like, you know what, let's go check this out. So I go there, I go see like the seminar for it. And I end up talking to one of the construction management students, and the kid's like, yeah, you know, he's like, we take English class, but like we're construction majors, so they don't really push us that hard. And like we take math class, but they're construction majors, they don't really push us that hard. And my dad literally looked at me and he was like, you know, he's like, this sounds a lot like your speed.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Wow.
I was like,
Log it in.
I was like,
I
yeah,
think so too.
I was
Dad.
like, you're pretty right, Dad. I can't lie. So
That's awesome.
I ended up doing that, and your freshman year, they let you choose if you want to like stick with just construction management, or you can focus in like real estate development along with construction management, project management, or facilities management. And I don't know why, but I kind of gravitated towards facilities management. Not a lot of kids did, but it's basically like a whole mix of things. It ended up being what I go into and what I do now, but I did that. I worked as an intern for a couple of years out of school. One of my professors gave me a job, and that was cool because I got to work during COVID and see how like everything transitioned and stuff, and like what they had to do to like change all their procedures and stuff, and like bringing kids into school, because I worked out of college to do that. So it was pretty sick, and it was also like really interesting to be in the city during COVID, because like it was literally a
ghost town.
bro.
Yeah.
Like I would walk to work at 8:00 in the morning, and it would be dead.
That's
like
so
it was the city.
It's definitely creepy. Yeah.
It was very creepy. But yeah, so I finished school. I finished after them actually, because my school was different.
Right.
The way my school worked was we did 2 years of internship is part of the curriculum.
Okay.
So for 2 years you don't take any, or 2 semesters, I'm sorry. 2 semesters you don't take any classes, you just work, but you get paid. That's the best part about it. So yeah, I got to work for 2 semesters, and then my boss ended up liking me, so he kept me for the rest of the time I was there. So it was nice. I had a little side job, made some money, and I got a lot of experience doing facilities. And then when I came home, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to stay with facilities management because that was what I really was most experienced in, and I liked it. So I kind of applied to different places. Originally, I was kind of trying to find a job in the weed field, believe it or not, doing facilities management in that.
Ganja.
But because that's it's like a growing industry, so I figured
Right.
if I could
Yeah.
get it
Literally
now,
growing in.
Booming.
it would be something good to do. But I ended up getting a job working for the state, so I do facilities management for the courts now. It's pretty easy. I can't lie. Like I have it pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's a great job. I make good money. I have all the state benefits, everything like that. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
dope.
I can't complain. I love everybody I work with. My
Happy
job's
for
very
you guys.
fulfilling.
See, I think that's very important to have like a good work.
Yeah, like
That's so huge.
I have to say it's great. Like I enjoy going to work every day. Like waking up every morning. Like I want to be there.
It's the
So-
goal.
Dope.
That's good.
Yeah.
And we still have our dream. Our dream's still on.
Oh, of course.
We're gonna open a restaurant where
Yeah,
you can
we
also smoke there.
have a
We're gonna have like a weed dispensary in the restaurant.
gonna be-
You just gave.
You just gave it away.
Yeah, I
You
was
better go to the
wondering if they were
copyright
gonna say
There's
fuck
all
that.
that
Get
shit
that
out there.
shit
Like
locked up.
California's
Well, hey,
full of them.
Yeah.
If somebody takes it, we already know they were watching. So
That's true.
That's how
you know
you'll
where
know.
it came from.
That's like when I made Orbeez. Like 2 years.
You made Orbeez?
I made Orbeez,
You're the
and then
guy?
they came out like a week later. I'm like, you're shitting me.
Well,
you know
how
the,
the
you know,
fuck-
so no, you know those. Okay,
How
this
old
was
were
like
you? Eons ago.
this
Yeah.
was like 15, 14 maybe.
Years ago.
No.
Oh.
Years old.
Yes. So you know how they
Orbeez
used
were
to
when we were
have this
kids.
thing. What?
Weren't they when we were kids?
Nah, they came out like the week after I made them.
Okay.
A week after we were done
Yeah.
being kids.
No,
they came
We
listen,
out.
just saw
So-
the commercial for the first time years later.
Remember, like at one point in time, they had those like the scented balls. Like they were like small. They were like basically Orbeez, right?
Yeah.
But they were like scented, and you
Oh,
just
like
put
in the
them.
little. They had them in like the little containers.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah,
little.
yeah,
like
yeah,
not.
An air freshener.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
like
do
the
know what you're
bathroom.
talking
So we
about.
had those, and we soaked them in water, and they got huge. I'm like, oh, that's sick. And they just like broke apart, and I'm like, that's sick. I'm like, that'd be a cool thing. And then a week later, Orbeez. I was like, you
So
son of a
didn't make
bitch.
Orbeez.
Yeah.
Well, I made them. What do you mean?
They were already made.
Yeah, you just put more water
Well,
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
he
made Orbeez.
leveled them up.
Yeah, leveled them up.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little scientist.
That always happens. Don't you guys always find that? Never.
No, I can't
I
say I
think
ever
so.
put
Really?
my
No.
scented balls in water.
Yeah.
No. Like you like
Oh.
think of something, and then like next week you'll see it, and you go, no way.
That's never happened to me.
Really?
That it's ever
No.
happened.
You're just so innovative.
I guess so.
You're telling me that there
he's
was
one
like
of a
somebody
kind.
like
Yeah.
in a black van outside your house, like, oh my
You
god.
never
this
like
idea's
talk to somebody
crazy.
like that'd be a really cool thing, and then you
And
see
you
it
see it
comes
later
out.
on.
Like
Yeah.
another one, for instance, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if they had Uber for alcohol? And like 3 months later, they had it.
Mike, you want to
Yeah.
start a business?
Well,
Yeah,
I
think
can't
of an
tell
idea.
you.
Just don't say it out loud.
You have good
Just
ideas.
I did.
start.
I said to one other person, I go, that'd be a really cool idea. But I'm like, I think
They
he'd
called
do it.
that shit and they go, we got his ass.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is.
You still know that other
Francesca, I
person?
actually, I don't know how much into like studies you are in your field, but for like ADHD, when they like diagnose it at a pretty young age, what's your take on that? Because like obviously it's a lot higher now.
I think it's more prevalent.
Yeah.
Now. Like kids get diagnosed with ADHD all the time. I feel like I don't know. I think there are some kids who like they need the diagnosis. Like you see them and they like can't even function in their day-to-day life because their ADHD is so like prevalent and like they need the diagnosis, they need the medication to like just be able to function and like be able to like engage in daily stuff. But I don't know what was your original question?
How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about ADHD?
Yeah, like
Of,
no. Like so, like obviously it's being like diagnosed at like higher rates now. Like, do you think that everyone's like diagnosed as just like a hyperactive kid, or like they have ADHD? I guess.
I feel like it's hard because, at least like when I was in my last clinical, like you can't diagnose kids when they're super young.
Yeah.
Because like that's just I don't know. You don't diagnose a kid with autism till like they're a little older, like not when they're 2.
Yeah, like 23,
a while.
24.
No, but
How old are you, Angelo?
but I
Some
mean,
cases.
there's probably kids in our generation who have like gone. It wasn't that like prevalent.
Yeah, like it wasn't even an
Yeah.
idea, basically.
Yeah, so like there are probably kids who were missed.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember my first original thought that I was saying.
It's
I
alright.
think that there are parents who are very like hyper focused on their kid and they're like there's
helicopter
something
parents.
wrong with my
Yeah,
kid,
yeah,
but
yeah.
really
Yeah.
they're just like
A kid.
it's like, oh, they're just like a boy, like that's normal like
Yeah.
things 3-year-old boys do.
Right.
But then I think there are kids whose parents are like in denial and they don't want their kids to get like a diagnosis and they need a
Because of the stigma and
diagnosis.
stuff.
Mm.
You ever come
Yes.
across that at all in your clinicals?
Yeah, like
You
there's
must.
a lot of kids that the OTs would recommend like, hey, I recommend you get like a neuropsych because we think like there could be autism or ADHD or something like that. And like there are a lot of parents who just will never do it and follow
They get,
through
like, offended.
because- and like they don't even get offended, but like they'll kind of just never follow up on it.
Right,
and
right,
you
right.
kind of you can't like
Because they're
you-
like, not my kid.
right, you did the
Right.
recommendation and that's all you can do. But like there are definitely and it's kind of sad in that way because then there are kids who don't get the services that they should get because they don't have a diagnosis.
Right.
And like when you do have the diagnosis, it kind of helps you in a sense because like then you go to school, you get OT, you get speech, you get whatever services you may need.
Mm.
But I don't think I answered your question. I just went on a tangent. But
No,
That
that's
was
fair.
good, though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
Good tangent, yeah.
That's what podcasts are for.
Yeah.
You're teaching us stuff. That was dope.
No, I think it's definitely true. Like when we were kids, like I just feel like it definitely
hell
wasn't
yeah.
diagnosed enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, like-
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, obviously I joke around with Angelo and I'm like, oh, like you probably have autism. And like when I went to clinicals, when I started thinking about it, because like I saw these
Yeah,
kids,
crazy.
and I'm like, oh, there are like tendencies that like Angelo or me or Gianluca might have had when we were
Angelo
younger.
has a lot of them. Though.
And it's also very common in multiples. Like there were so many kids who were twins. And I like said it out
And they
loud.
both would have.
No, it would be
symptoms
like
or
one of the
just one?
twins usually. And
Oh.
like my OT was
Interesting.
Damn it.
that my supervisor was like, oh, like there's a correlation to that.
Yeah.
And then I start thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, because like multiples, like usually it is there. It's like a higher,
Mutations or whatever.
yeah, I don't know, higher risk of having whatever. But then I started thinking about it, I'm like, there's so many things like sensory things or just, I don't know, Angelo has like a short fuse and like a lot of kiddos.
I did. This is gonna come out awful.
Oh god.
But
Parent-
Yeah, get ready for the
definitely-
button.
I definitely would always have something in my mouth
Ah.
Yeah, no,
all
yeah.
the time.
And
Like not a bad oral fixation, but like binder clips. I would chew on them.
yeah.
What?
Bottle
Binder
cap,
clip?
like
I
the
mean,
bottle
you still
caps for
you
plastic.
still do
Oh.
it.
Even a
Yeah.
toothpick in the mouth
Yeah.
or those
Oh,
flush
yeah,
things.
yeah,
Does
yeah.
it.
But-
I don't know what it is. It doesn't
Used to
like
pick at his socks.
it doesn't like calm me down, but like
Pick at your socks. What the fuck?
I
He
don't
used
know.
to
strings, pulling strings all the time.
Angelo had a lot of
Every
like
time.
sensory things
Yeah,
that
I
we
really- I
now are
kinda did.
realizing, but like everyone has like sensory
That's true.
I was just say.
needs or like things
Yeah.
that bother them
Yep.
more than it bothers like a normal average person. But it doesn't mean you have autism or.
But
you
now,
could,
but
you know?
see, now she said that to me, and I don't know. I almost think I do.
Yo, it's a running joke.
'Cause
Every
now-
time he
but
does
now-
something
but
crazy,
now,
we're
like,
like,
There you go.
like-
He was
Fran
right.
was right.
He was
Like
right.
we make jokes about it, and I joke about it. Like sometimes I'll do something, I'll be like, "Oh, Ange, there's that fucking there I go again." But like it's kind of a joke. But then the more I don't know. Sometimes if I think back, I think like, "Oh shit!" Like maybe I did, but I don't know.
Yeah, like
I'm
he
not
didn't
really
like
sure.
the seams on his socks, so he would like
Fucking
pull the
just-
socks apart
Yo, but like,
into like
it would be
literal
bad.
threads. Like,
Really?
It would
and then
be
he never
bad.
knew he was doing it. Like,
I'd-
it took my
I'd
mom
hide
so
him
Just,
like
like,
long.
pile
I'd
the
hide
thread
him
on the
underneath
ground?
the bed.
My mom like moved his bed one time and
Yeah.
found like
The piss straw.
piles of
Which is the threads, right?
yeah, like
yards.
literal like threads behind
Mhm.
his like headboard.
That's
that he was
hysterical.
just, like throwing back there because he was pulling his socks apart.
You hear
It's, like,
footsteps, you just
the seam.
I did that up
and it's
until
like,
like age
he
7 or
probably
8.
just he had like so many sensory things that like were just missed because
Oh.
no one like thought of that when
Yeah.
we were younger.
He was like, "What a freak, dude! What the
Yeah,
fuck's this
like,
kid doing?"
he
I
just-
remember we were at the
But I
gym,
don't-
and he like we didn't know where you went. And he was on the rafters, just like
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
up there
yeah.
like that sloth at the zoo.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what reminded me.
That's awesome. No, I love that.
Like monkey bars.
No, but see, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
like
don't know. I just think it wasn't as, but maybe it was. But like, I don't know. Maybe I just it wasn't as prevalent
Yeah.
it
in
was
myself. I guess maybe I didn't show it. Maybe I don't. I mean, is it? That's not something you grow out of, is it?
no. But
I
like
don't know.
you can be still fully functioning. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, yeah, for
regardless
sure.
Of,
No, yeah, because I kind of always thought that I was.
but like like I said, everyone has sensory issues, so it's
Mm.
not like you're
Hmm.
crazy.
Well, I think I'm pretty cool.
Yo, I used to suck on like wet face cloths when I was a kid.
That's
Really?
really weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. I just remembered that.
You
Interesting.
used to chew
Yeah.
bottle caps?
All the time.
Yeah, me too, dude.
It's
Ripping
interesting
the-
because
like,
you have really
even
good
the-
teeth,
yeah.
actually.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
They could be a
100%.
little
Pretty
whiter,
straight. Oh,
Whiter.
I mean, whiter. I
but they're
guess.
straight. Yeah,
Pretty
my
straight.
dentist compliments me every time.
Interesting.
Hey, when
I
they
do have
talk to
nice
you when they're
teeth.
fucking in your mouth, you know what I mean?
It's worse.
I try to talk to them.
You try to talk.
They
to
hate
them?
me.
Nah, why?
I don't
do
like.
you
I have a
do
bad gag reflex. Anytime they touch my tongue, I'm like,
Nah,
Really? Wow.
I do pretty
That-
good
Yo,
with that.
imagine hearing that down the hallway. just-
OTs do that when they like work on little children's gag reflexes because some little kids who have a hard time.
dun dun.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
What's this field?
Dun, dun.
Why do they do that for?
Because
Wait,
kids
why?
who have like feeding
When they're
who have
eating, yeah, when they're
difficulty
eating.
with feedings,
Oh,
if their
okay.
gag
Oh.
reflex
Yeah, like-
is really bad, they
yeah.
can't even like use a bottle because or
Right.
a
Oh,
spoon
okay.
How do you
Wow.
fix that?
Yeah, how do you fix?
You have to like slowly introduce it and like get
That's
them more
crazy.
comfortable with
Hmm.
a spoon or a bottle or
Mm.
fingers or like whatever.
Wow, have some
you do.
class, dude. Wow.
Yeah,
This
y'all
kid's
weird.
dying in the corner.
Mine is in the gutter.
This episode is vaulted already.
poor.
It's
The,
never making it out.
No, I have the same thing. I don't even brush my tongue when I do brush my teeth. I'll
Never.
gag.
You just
no,
rock?
I don't
Oh,
fucking
I
do
do
that
all the
shit.
time.
You need
I haven't
Oh, wow.
attempted it in like 2 years.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
2 years.
I can't do
That would
pills
probably
either. I
make
don't
it
do
worse.
pills.
Yeah.
I'd rather die than do pills. Like swallow pills.
Really?
You
can't
never,
swallow
you never
pills,
taken
really?
oxy before?
No.
Wow.
You
You ever done coke before? Oh,
No, me neither.
me either. That's crazy.
Do you come across the speech stuff a lot? Because one of the things I always thought about, especially with COVID and the masks, like children, well, really not even just children, but all of us having to wear masks. I think you think that's gonna lead to problems later on for a lot
I
of
mean-
kids that grew up with the masks and being in school, and I think
I don't even think like yes speech, but also just like in general.
yeah,
Like
right,
there are way more kids that like they get OT or speech and things like that because of COVID. Because
right, like
they,
issues that they might not have even have had.
Yeah, like they
you know,
missed-
that
or
just
you,
kinda
like, missed
developed.
so much of school or like just you missed services or you like your parents never took you to get these things figured out because of COVID. Like everything was closed and like no one went to doctor's offices.
Right.
And I think like yeah, there's definitely kids are more I don't want to say more delayed, but like there are more kids receiving services now because they became delayed because of
Because of
COVID.
it, yeah, right, 100%. Yeah, wow.
That's crazy.
Because COVID affected everything, like school,
Oh yeah.
social participation. Like you couldn't, like kids don't even know how to socialize or like
No, they
make
don't.
friends because like they weren't able to see their friends for
Yeah.
so long. Like
Right.
like anxiety.
Sheesh.
OTs do it all.
I didn't even think about that. Like,
Thanks.
say like
Thank
you
you
were,
for your work.
yeah, for real.
Thank you.
Say like you were like a little like introverted and you were like kind of
Yeah.
breaking out of your shell and then COVID hit. Like you're reverting fully back
Yeah.
into that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Exactly what I did.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not what you.
Same.
As a young 22-year-old.
As a young
22
22-year-old.
Yeah.
I reverted
I
back
was
to
a
my
young
shell.
22-year-old.
Right. No, I hear you. I'm not
the
making.
younger
I'm
side
not
of
point.
22.
I'm not making fun.
I was gonna say most people in STEM have some sort of autism.
Yeah.
It's quite.
No, that's true. No, that is true. I heard that.
Touch of Tism.
Someone at a different job. My cousin told me that.
Yeah, your cousin.
You would call
They
him
had
Michelangelo.
someone come in from like a community center to be like a secretary because they were kind of like they had autism but not they were like functioning autistic but they didn't do like jobs well.
Yeah.
So they were like getting back into things, so they helped them and they were like a secretary and did stuff. And their boss was like, "Oh, I have more autism than them," and I was like, "Oh, fair enough."
I mean, hey.
I feel like people with autism like think like
Differently.
super
Yeah.
differently, but
Yeah.
like that's a good thing for some fields like that. Like,
Yeah,
you need to
especially
think
STEM,
like
like
that. Yeah.
creative thinking
100%.
and like structured,
Yeah.
like things
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
See, that was the one thing though when Fran was saying that I might have had it or
I
had
did
it. I'm
not
like,
diagnose you.
I know, but I don't know. We don't know.
Okay.
Talk, reading the book,
Continue.
not even answering.
I was like,
got it.
I don't know if
you
I.
have autism. Stop talking to me.
Yeah, dog, you got
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much I don't know. I don't know how much my way of thinking differs from the masses, I guess you could say. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you but this is a real question. Like adults can obviously get tested for it.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
How does that
I
do you know
mean-
how that works?
I don't know a lot about it, but like, I mean, like, there's this family on TikTok, and like, the lady's son has autism, and I watch all their TikToks, and like, she has autism, and
Okay.
she talks about how like her and her son, like, how they have similarities, but also like differences. Like,
But did she know her whole life she had it?
I don't think so.
See,
I
because
think-
that's what happened to.
Ooh.
wasn't there like a
Not,
sports
I'm not gonna go on a
player?
big tangent, but Tony Snell wasn't it? Tony Snell.
Wasn't there a
his-
sports player
he's a
that
football- he's a
recently
football
came
player,
out
wasn't he?
that
I think it was Tony Snell. He played in the NBA. His son just
Yeah.
got diagnosed
Oh,
with autism.
yeah,
so
yeah.
he
I think
he-
yeah.
he
You're
took a
right. You're
test
right. You're
for it
right. You're
too,
right.
and he had it too. And he said he said it kind of confirmed a lot of stuff for him.
Interesting. That's how
He
he
said
put
his
that
whole-
crazy stat line, right?
Yeah,
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
0-point game.
Yeah, 0, 0, 0, and like 45 or whatever.
yeah. But he was like, I always kind of felt different than a lot of the people that I grew up
Yeah.
around, and his son having it prompted him to get
Mm.
tested for it too, and he had it. So that's kind of why I asked about it. I think that's interesting.
I mean, it's probably like a relief for
Oh yeah,
people. Like,
that's what I think. That's what he had said was that,
Yeah.
he finally got answers, I guess, in a way for himself.
like there are families who don't tell their kids that they have autism. Like,
they keep it from him and
they
stuff.
might be like 10 and they still don't know.
Right.
So like, imagine when they find out.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's almost like, oh, like now I get it.
I mean, I get.
I get why I think differently than my brother,
Yeah.
or like why I might be different than my friends at school. Like, it's
Yeah.
probably a relief to.
But I get
feel
why
like,
some
oh,
families
it all
don't.
makes sense now.
I get why they might not share it though.
Yeah, but I feel like you need that kind of like confirmation for you to like, so you don't like
From
feel
your
like
parents,
a weirdo.
you're saying.
No, but like say you're not like related to like other people, like what they do and stuff like that. Like you're gonna feel like an outcast. But, like
Yeah,
that gives
yeah.
context behind it, so it's probably like easier for them to like understand like, oh, I'm this way because of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. No,
Instead of,
yeah,
like,
no,
going-
I see. I'm seeing both sides.
Yeah.
I would almost say the opposite in my mind.
You'd rather not know.
Like if I had autism, what would it change?
Nothing.
well, it
It hasn't
depends on the
changed
person
anything for
though.
me.
Yeah. But sometimes I think
Be
I like
honest.
I'll like if I go out to like parties in the club, I mean probably because it also I don't drink, but like I'll just like analyze everyone in the room and just see what they're
Yeah,
doing.
Well,
I'd be
I do
I'd be
too,
doing
yeah.
that. OD crazy.
You have to.
yeah.
I say to you all the
Yeah.
time.
I watch
I
people.
te-
I'll just start watching people.
I love people
I tell
watching though.
I tell you and
Me
John
too.
said you don't do it enough.
People
You know,
watching?
Me and Mike, we always observe. You got it.
Constantly.
I'm not
I'm
really,
24/7, I'm
I'm not
watching
really into
everybody.
people watching.
There's times
you
like
gotta-
I guess
you
like
gotta
this
be
is kind of a weird
aware.
example, but they'll like come up to me and be like, "Oh, like you see that girl over there?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw her 20
All
minutes
right.
ago."
It's not like that.
Clock
It's not like that. No, like
No, I'm
actions,
saying like stuff
watching
like that.
people
I'm
do
always,
shit.
I'm always looking.
I gotta say, you always gotta have your eyes peeled.
It's for
Yeah.
more than
I
just.
mean, I do. Like, I have like.
I'm always
spatial awareness.
watching.
I don't know,
It's not.
like-
No, it's not.
But like, I'll
checking
fucking
out
walk out of the
women.
gym with Angie. That guy dropped his pencil at 10:31. Like, that's really.
Yeah.
Did you not see that?
You didn't see that? That
Yeah, I
fan
do
spun
be-
back
Like, no,
twice.
I don't
I'm the
analyze
same
people.
way. I'm
I
watching
do be
everything.
doing stuff like
To that.
that.
I'm
do it too
I'm
like that.
always observant.
Why?
But it's
I
not.
don't know.
But it's
What's
not. But it's not even just people, and it's not even like an on edge thing. It's just I like learning about the information, what's around me. I don't know.
The
Like,
voices
when
in my head are too
like
loud
when you
for me
go
to
to new
focus.
like when I go to new places, I'm like very much alert about what's around. Like I don't like going to new places and not remembering anything along the drive at all. Like I try to remember shit. Does that make
Being
sense?
kidnapped? What the fuck?
No.
Training.
See, I
You
was
know
just
what
playing.
I-
I was just
you
playing
know
to
what I
someone
mean.
like the same time. Like when I go someplace, I'm like always listening to like every noise.
Oh, 100%.
and I'm like,
yeah.
but is that just
same way.
anxiety? I'm like, I don't feel anxious, but like
Yeah, is it because you're in a new place? Maybe.
not even a new place though. Like I'll just be.
Yeah, but like in the back of your head, it is probably a bit of anxiety. to
but I'm
be
never.
honest.
I'm
Maybe we're
literally
schizo, Mike.
never anxious.
I think I used to be more like that because I did have really bad social anxiety for a while.
Got you.
But now, like, I'm over it, or
Right.
I know
You're comfortable.
how to deal with it.
But I wouldn't
But-
say it's a social anxiety thing. It's just I don't know. It's just being
You're just
observant.
Yeah.
It's a difference to me, at least. Because I don't think I have social anxiety. There's definitely times where like everybody does. Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely times where I've had it, but I see what you're saying. I don't know.
I could just sit in a room and just watch, to be honest.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Like I like to be positioned in a way where I'm facing everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
You don't want your
I
back
just-
to a window or a door.
no.
Yeah.
Nope.
You guys do that thing where you,
I don't like sitting with my back to like the entrance of somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
you guys like plan, like you're sitting there,
Yep.
like you get in a place
For
where like
disaster.
if something happened, I
Yep.
know how to get out
Yeah.
of here. This guy looks crazy right now.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Stand a bit away, like
Well, I think we talked about
I
it before.
always
You're
do.
at school.
Yeah.
You're like school shooter. I'm like, this is what's
Yep.
happening
It's-
right
yeah.
now.
Mhm.
The
Well,
window not that far. I
Maybe
can jump
just
out
from
and
like
shit.
being in Boston because I walked everywhere. Like
Yeah.
even at night, like I don't know, I was just always
Yeah.
observant of
You
everything.
got it.
Everyone that was around all the time. I just always watched.
I feel more so like I walk into like a bar per se or like
Yeah.
a party and like me and my boys can take that guy.
Yeah.
Like, if shit goes down,
Hell yeah.
If
Hell
shit
yeah.
goes down, if this shit
if
goes
shit
down,
goes down, I know who I'm going for first.
Hell yeah. You're taking the
You gotta
small.
make a
you're-
statement.
You're
I'm
taking
taking the small
smallest
guy.
one.
Run to the
Yeah.
small guy.
You don't want to go too small, then you look like an asshole.
It's
So it's
true,
gotta be
yeah.
someone just a little undersized.
right.
you so much.
Nobody's punching me.
I'm trying to protect
You
my
size up
boys.
everybody in the party?
If a brawl breaks out,
When has a brawl ever broken out?
it can.
He only fights to protect Mike.
Oh,
Exactly.
shut the fuck
Yeah.
He's
up.
a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
I make sure where I know where all my people are.
You take the guy with the knife, right, and the gun.
yeah, you take both those guys. Yeah, we'll grab the
There's
rest.
two of them.
There's two of
A
them.
gun and a knife.
Well, you never
can do
know what
that.
they're carrying.
That's true.
I'm
James
looking
would just
around.
be our human shield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a human shield. I know.
I could take like 4 or 5. So you
One
know,
or two, man.
and that's on top of the 3 stabs.
4 or 5 shots on top of 3 stabs. I'm you have to fight anybody. You get shot 3 times, you're still standing there like, all right.
Yeah, they walk out.
I did. That's it.
I'm standing there like the guy from Spy Kids 3.
The
What time?
guy.
9/11. Make a wish.
1:30.
Like
Jeez.
125.
Want to do an
What we at,
we have
9:30?
any more like miscellaneous questions for the guests or us three or
Yeah, I get. Fran, do you consider yourself a W Womans?
Oh yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry. Do you not watch our podcast?
We
I
did not
watch.
explain
I've
it well.
actually
Oh, we
watched
didn't
every
explain it that well?
podcast, but
I thought we explained it well.
Actually, I don't think we explained it
like
at
a
all. really.
good.
Oh, that we didn't.
No, we just called someone out for not being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Basically, just means like a good wing woman.
Basically.
Good wing woman.
Yeah.
Have you
hasn't
been a
helped,
wing
Wing
woman?
woman.
hasn't helped me and G out much
Oh, like wing woman for like my guy friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
or brothers.
It could be for your gal pals too, I
Bro, yeah.
guess.
I don't know. In what sense? Like
She's an L woman.
She's an L woman?
I have
about-
a lot
say
of.
that into the mic for me. Say that into the mic for me, John.
She's an L woman.
Yep.
What it is.
I don't understand what you're asking.
You gotta give
do
a
you
scenario.
haven't
Give a
hooked-
scenario.
Okay.
haven't hooked
scenario.
any of your
Do you
friends
help-
up with
do you help
anybody.
people
Nothing.
out advice-wise, putting people on
I do.
things in that?
I give a lot of my guy friends
Well,
advice
I'm waiting.
because I have a lot of friends that are guys because I grew up with 2 brothers.
Hell
So,
yeah.
like their friends were always my friends,
Yep.
and like that's just kind of how I've grown up. Like I've always been more drawn to being friends with guys than I have been to being friends with girls.
Pick me.
So a lot of friends.
Do you hate other women?
No, but a lot of my friends ask me for advice that are guys.
I mean, I definitely do.
But I also, on that note, don't think have that much great advice because I have been in the same relationship since I was
Can we talk about that
a
actually?
junior in
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
school. Like
Before
I
we
don't
do-
know
before
what
we
the
do
dating
advice?
scene is. Like
Wait, let me get to my question then.
Sorry.
So if some if one of your guy friends liked one of your friends, would you put him on though?
it would depend on the people.
What do you mean?
Depending on how good the guy
You
It
think
would
they- you
depend
think how
like
well good do
if
you think
I
they match
know
up?
the guy is gonna like treat the girl right, or
Got
like
you.
yeah. Sometimes I'm like no, like that girl, you're not that girl's type. Like she's
Oh,
not gonna date
interesting.
you.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna let you go. Like
you nip it in the
have
butt
you go
immediately.
through it when
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know like it's just not gonna. Don't even bother.
So how would you
But-
put them on?
I don't know.
If they
it
did-
has
if they
to be
did-
the right people.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
So
Why do you ask that?
yeah, can you slide me the DMs of Rock Lee?
Who the fuck is that?
Lee
Yeah.
that I work with.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
actually do what the
Yeah, what do you mean? That was my. I wrote that down as a question. Yeah, what do you mean?
That's a no. She went
yeah.
I mean,
Not a good look.
Well, let's do this. Do you want to? I don't know how personal this is gonna get, but
But to ask. What the fuck?
You said you'd only do it if you're the right people. Is Mike a good candidate?
Yeah, we're gonna give him looks.
I don't know. I'm not. I
do
don't
you
want
hate me?
to talk
We don't
about
have
You
other
can
to.
people.
trash him live.
Yeah,
You
trash
can
me right now.
No,
Trash
you
me.
shouldn't.
I don't want
He
to
can
like.
take it.
I have
You
such a high
shouldn't.
ego. It
You
won't
shouldn't.
hurt. I swear.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
He's already
okay.
decided
I
for
don't
you.
know.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
you can say what you want. He's already trying
He was
to slide
telling
it.
you, he wasn't asking.
Angelo already told me on the way here.
What a fraud! I can't believe that.
Well, I briefed her.
No,
I didn't think you were gonna ask
But
that.
I don't
I
think.
said it was. I said it at the table. I put it on the list.
That's awesome.
Okay, next
I think so.
question.
Well, we'll go
Let's
into.
move on.
I wanted.
No,
I
I'm not gonna
wanted
show you
to,
Why can't I see?
Because
shut up.
can't
You
do
don't have the
Okay,
same
stop.
taste. I won't take
Yeah,
it.
side combos.
Yeah.
Cut it up.
I wanted to pick your brain more. You kind of brought it up, and then Mike asked his question. But I wanted to. I kind of want you to talk about, I guess, your experience with the dating scene, even though it's been a long time since you dated. Are there any? Well, I don't know. Talk about that first, and
Yeah,
then,
when did you
I
start
have a
dating?
question.
Steve and I started dating. We dated like twice, technically.
Mm.
The first time was like junior year of high school, like around prom time.
Right.
Only lasted like a couple of months. Like it was
Makes sense.
Like maybe it was like
That's what went on though.
my first relationship. Like didn't really know anything about it. It was just like and
Whatever.
not to call Steve out, but a lot of it had to do with like I had so many friends that were guys, and like he
Yeah.
didn't get that. Like
Oh, I
like
see.
my brother's soccer friends, like were our whole families, all of our families were our friends.
They are.
So
They're
like
family now,
on
pretty
the
much. Yeah.
weekends, and like I was always with all guys. Like I was always with Gil and Logan and Steve.
Going
and,
to the soccer tournaments.
yeah, like we were all always together. And like some guys obviously don't like when their girlfriends are
Yeah.
friends with
No,
other
they
guys.
think it's
And
an ick.
obviously at 16 years old, like no guy likes that. So that's kind of why we broke up the first time. But then we started dating again in April of 2017. So and we've been dating ever since. So it's been like almost
put a
7
ring
years.
on it.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep, and now we're engaged.
Congrats.
So I
again.
don't have much experience with the dating
Right.
world.
Because it's funny, because sometimes, like, I'll say to Fran, like, I can't even ask Francesca, like, what works. Like, if a guy, like, different
Right.
ways guys have tried to hit on Francesca, because, like, she's had a boyfriend for so long that nothing has had a chance to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So even if I go to her to advice for, like, hey, how would you think a girl would like it if I said this or that or did this with them or whatever, she, like, almost doesn't know.
I don't.
Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No.
I mean, I think I can still give advice.
Oh, you've definitely given me
On-
plenty of, super solid advice.
yeah. But I also
For
like
sure.
I don't know. There's some things I can't give advice on because
Yeah.
I don't experience. Like I don't know what it's like to date in your 20s, really. Other than like dating, I've been dating.
Other
the
than
same
being in
person.
something established
Yeah,
already,
yeah, yeah.
you wouldn't know how to, like, start
Exactly. I wouldn't know how to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I probably wouldn't have a boyfriend because I wouldn't be able to deal with
it. Yeah.
the stuff that goes on now.
So, like, the question I want to ask you is, do you see differences in what, because obviously you're engaged, and that takes years of building and commitment and foundation that you guys must have. Do you think there's a reason why you guys have made it to that point successfully compared to other people our age, or?
I honestly think it's because we started dating in high school. Like, I
Right.
think just from, like, my friends who, like, whatever they may be on dating apps or they're trying to, like, meet someone, I think, like, we live in, and I'm not saying all guys, so don't all get offended.
Oh, boy.
She's about
Getting
to
But I'm
assault us.
saying
That's crazy.
a
Get ready
lot
for
of guys
a
now
button.
at our age, like, they just stop. They just want to hook up. Like, they're not like, oh, let me get to know this girl, actually see what she's about, see if I actually like her, like, get to know her family. Like, a lot of guys aren't looking for that at our age.
That's
Can I-
true.
And I think when you're in high school,
No,
especially
yeah, it's
when
true.
we were in high school, I feel like it wasn't like, oh, let's go hook up. Like,
Can I,
I
ask
think
you this?
now,
Keep going. I'm gonna ask you a question again, though.
I don't even know what I was saying.
You
but-
were saying, I think now. You said girls think guys don't want to get to know them that well.
You're
but
saying
you
in
think
high school,
now-
we were in high school, we weren't
when
hooking
we were
up.
in high school, I feel like high school was different than it is now. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
now,
100%, yeah.
people
Yeah.
do crazy
Yeah.
things at 15 years old. But like when we were in high school, people
Right.
didn't do that, and it was like you actually like got to know each other.
That is true.
And I
guess.
think because like it started at such a young age, like
that
we
it was
were
successful.
yeah, that's why it's successful. Yes.
But it's probably because you guys were able to have something solid into your 20s, and now like we're all. No, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I think a large part of people our age feel like they're kind of scrambling now to find to get something started,
yeah.
to find something solid, and it's kind of piggybacks off what I said at the end of the last episode. I don't know if you watched the whole episode, right?
Yep.
I don't know if you remember when I said it, but I was like, I think sometimes we're not giving people enough of a chance. Too is a problem too, because even if you're trying to get to know somebody, this and that, obviously it depends on every scenario is different, but you know what I mean.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think is too
You
soon
wanna
to get engaged? Like you
how
were together
long
just
you're
7
dating.
years, you
Yes.
said? So what do you think is too soon?
But I also think 7 years, like, it was so long because we were so young
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah,
started.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're not going to get
Shout out Mitch when you get married.
you're
And
not
you
gonna
guys,
get
like,
engaged like 2 years later
Yeah.
when you're 17.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I feel like you have to at least date someone for a year.
Okay.
I feel like even that might be pushing.
Yeah,
it.
I was
about
gonna
to
say,
say,
I'm like, that's
Personally-
kind of soon
But
for me. in
no,
my
I
opinion.
think some people like do. I feel like some people they're older. They're like, I want to get married soon. I want to have kids. So like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
might-
that makes
But
sense.
I think a
yeah.
year is like that's the quickest you should do it.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Right.
feel like a lot of our friends and people we know, like there's a lot of people that we know that got married or like having kids
This
now,
year,
which is, like,
yeah.
crazy.
I feel
man.
like a lot of people are getting engaged.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people we went to high school with and like our age are now at that age where they're. But only if they've been dating since high school.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
the girls that get it, you know.
It's weird. It's weird to see. I think it's
It is no.
It is weird.
especially like people that we know, like they probably only knew each other for a year. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I could trust somebody that fast.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, me either.
I lie too much.
Like-
So
yeah.
they even
Yeah,
trust
you're the issue.
They
That's
can't
what it is.
trust. Yeah, they
They
can't
can't
trust
trust
you.
You know if I can trust them. They definitely can't trust me because I'm lying through my
it's a
teeth.
you problem.
Jesus
Wow, he outed himself. That's
First 6 months of trial run. How many me's can you handle?
for sure. Yeah, for
I have
sure.
a lot of personalities.
Every month he
For
switches
sure.
up.
That's funny.
But it's something like that. So you don't even know your like the honeymoon phase is supposed to be like from
Right.
like 1 to like 6-7 months or something like that, which I think is insane.
No, I
It
feel
lasts
like
that
makes
long?
That's what I've heard now. I thought it was like 3 months.
I
or,
thought it
like, 4
lasts 2
months.
weeks.
sense. 2 weeks is crazy.
Not 2
I don't
weeks. I'll
know.
tell you that much.
It takes a long time to learn about somebody. So even
Yeah.
a year is pushing it.
It does.
True.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
yeah.
you learn something new about people.
Every
I
day.
feel like I still learn new things about Steve.
Really?
It's been 7 years. Like
That's crazy.
it might be like a stupid little fun fact of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he rips the seams of his socks and hides behind them.
Hides them.
right. But like you think you know all these things.
Yeah.
And it's like you still learn like little things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
Jeez.
years.
I guess my next girl's gonna have a lot of shit to learn.
Yeah, for you.
So just watch this.
Fuck.
Yeah.
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 Send her the link.
Watch 40 hours of my podcast.
That'll be my next pickup line. Watch this. Go to this minute and second.
Yeah, there you go.
And just
I'm
watch
trying to get to
from
know you more,
there.
Angelo. I really like us.
Yeah.
All right, watch episode 4.
You
Yeah.
won't like me as much.
Find out some more. I was biting my bedpost.
Oh fuck.
Oh, what are we at?
One like
Do you want to go into the
you do your thing.
Do a Croft
you want me
commandment,
to- first?
Give us
and
a
then we'll
Croft
do a
commandment.
song, and then we can ask an advice question if
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
time.
there's advice question?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we want to incorporate the guests into them. I think it'd be nice. Hit me with a commandment, Croft.
Look how cute that is.
Floor is yours.
I like this one.
This
This
is
is
a
a
good
good
Oh.
one. So this is one about kind of. So it's basically life only exists within a singular second
Explain it.
because basically the present is only now.
Got you. Yeah. If you live in
And
the
now it's
present,
now.
it's a second.
Mm.
So it's like
I
being
hear you.
yeah. It's like supposed to be the thing about living in the moment,
That wasn't that
not
good.
being like in the future, in the past,
Yeah.
and worried about things.
No, it was pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, I do like that.
I'm
I
trying
like
to
living
Like
in
it.
the future.
trying to analyze it more.
And you're not living in the moment.
I feel like
Sometimes I think I'm almost too rooted in the present.
you think so. I was gonna say the exact opposite.
But
for
I
me.
do learn a lot from the past. I will definitely say that. I'll definitely say
I
that.
feel like for me, I'm always looking to like get past something into the like and go more into the future. I don't know what it
Mm.
is.
You
Like
kinda
I'm
gotta-
not living in the present that much.
You kind
often.
of gotta have your eyes on all three.
Yeah. Because I feel like for me, like I'm just goal oriented, where I'm like, all right, I want to get out of this phase and get into the next one.
Hell
And
yeah.
I want to get that. I'm like, all right, I want to get out of this phase, get into the next one. You know what I mean?
But if you're not living in the phase then you want to get to the next phase, but then once you're there, you're living in the next phase
That's
already.
my issue. Maybe I have
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
tism.
well, I think-
moment.
I'm not.
I,
What do I
I
gotta
think
do?
I'm like
Start
that as well. But like, I'm
recording it?
having a good time as I go. Yeah. I don't
Yeah?
know,
Yeah, I
like-
think you subconsciously live in the moment when it's like that.
I guess. I just feel like I just want
There's
to
nothing
get to
wrong
certain
with-
parts of my life. Like, I'm in a stage of my life where I want
Yeah.
change, but like good change where I'm like leveling up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like,
Right.
I feel like I'm like,
You think you're rushing through stuff sometimes?
I
Is that
definitely am. I feel like even though we're fucking young as shit, I feel like I'm like wasting time. You know what I mean? Like that's part of the reason why I was like so open to do this thing, because I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
I want to do something that I like and I'm passionate about.
For sure.
But like I want to like, I don't know, just keep getting better and shit like that. Like I'm just ready to attack.
Yeah, yeah.
Life. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you going on the limb and buying the stuff
Yeah.
because I've been enjoying it now too. I didn't know how well it would be, but
Hating every day of it.
Yeah.
It's awful.
it's all we fucking talk about now.
I'm up at fucking 2 a.m. making photoshops like fucking shit.
You know how many people hit me up about grilled cheese this week?
Yeah,
They should.
rightfully so.
Good.
I
That's
hope they were
terrible
fucking
fraud.
against you.
It's cool. I
I
like.
had a grilled cheese today just for it.
I know. My mom
Did
asked
you
me
love
if
it?
I want one. I
It
said
was fantastic.
No.
I ate it right in
I
front
said,
of
"Is
him.
there meat in it?"
That's crazy.
I'm not having one.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I
Someone
had
said
one
put
just for
turkey
him.
in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, put
What a
turkey.
weirdo.
I've had
I
turkey in it
responded.
before.
turkey in them sometimes.
Yeah.
My mom would
Yeah.
Turkey.
See.
I don't like turkey
Thank
and
you.
grilled cheese.
I had it with
Cheese,
I had it with
grilled cheese.
prosciutto in it today.
Yeah, but-
So it's not grilled cheese.
I had salami.
What is
Yeah,
grilled
it
cheese?
switches it then. Yeah.
Cheese is
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking
Yeah.
provolone. Fuck.
Yeah, and that's overrated. We're not gonna beat that dead horse.
No.
Tomato
yeah.
soup's overrated. Did I already say that?
You
Was that
did
off
say
the
that.
pod?
Yeah, you came at that dude's life.
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
On the
Kinda.
company account.
I would have went harder. I would have get my solo
You
account.
should
Start
have done
commenting.
yours. Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah,
Because I was
that's
like,
fine.
we were like,
I know. We had to like all the.
I
comments.
I was liking certain things and saying certain things, and you came
Yeah.
in like, that's bullshit. That shit sucks. I was like, well,
Wait, we have to have
You
a
got two
topic. It's like
personalities.
every week you have a hot take. Thermonuclear.
Yeah, we'll
take.
do that.
Me?
In general.
I have them pretty frequently. I feel like.
yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Let's go into the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who?
Go on the line. You
Start
start
your-
first, Mike.
Well, let's
Oh,
let the
fuck.
no. Let's let the guest go
You want to
first.
go first?
Out of courtesy, what song? Any
I'll go
songs
first,
you've been
I
listening to
guess.
you want to add to our playlist?
Yeah, I got one.
Spit it.
Song I've been listening to a lot lately.
Good. That's how we want it to
It's
be.
been in my library for a while. I'll say that. I listen to a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
You guys
He
can
does,
attest to
yeah.
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I have a very
Definitely does.
wide range of listening. But the song I'm gonna go with is "Cherry Wine" by Nas and Amy Winehouse. It's a very good song.
Nice.
Very random collab, not one you'd expect.
That is random as
Hmm.
fuck.
So,
Yeah.
but Amy Winehouse, she's classic. Can't go wrong with her. And
Is that
Nas-
recent?
No, it's from a
Did
while.
you say
ago.
that recent?
Is that
It's
recent?
from like early 2000s.
Nas still makes music, and so does Amy Winehouse.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
Amy Winehouse.
That's
is
weird because she's been dead.
I was thinking Lana Del
She's been dead for like 20
Hey,
years
rest
or
in
something
peace
like
to
that.
Amy
Is
Winehouse, I'm
she
sorry.
dead?
Is that recent?
She definitely
I
isn't
thought there was
making
gonna be
music
some
right now.
weird
You know,
joke.
Michael Jackson came out with the Drake song, and he's been dead for years.
That's why I thought. I thought it was a newer.
Wow.
A-
Yeah, I had-
Yeah, it could've been
That's
something
why
like
I
that.
thought
Been a
maybe-
while, but
That's
but no, the song came out like probably like 2007 or something. It's
Nice,
on it's
nice.
on like a random Nas album.
No, it was good. He played it for
Yeah.
you.
But yeah,
it
it's
was good.
it's a fire song.
Yeah, I liked it.
Frank, you got one?
I am not a big music guru like all of you.
I know. I make fun
But-
of you for that.
Yes, everyone does. Whatever. But I felt like you guys need some country music.
Okay.
So we're going Fast Car, Luke Combs,
All right. Good.
which I just learned is a cover.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The original's better,
That's
but
really
I like what Luke Combs did.
But I like the Luke Combs version. So
Throw that line out there.
Yeah, Luke Combs is good.
Who wants to go next? You can go, Mike.
All right. I was looking for something from a band I haven't heard of, but I didn't listen to their stuff yet. So I'm actually going over this album that I think is underrated. No one else liked it, and I played this album. I binged this album for like a month and a month
See
and a
it
half
on his
straight.
phone.
It's "Drive Me Crazy" by Lil Yachty.
Okay.
I think the
oh.
female vocals on this are really nice.
Who's the?
I forget. I was going to say it's not
Is it-
Fushi. It's some.
Is that
it's-
off his recent album?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
off his
newest
recent
one.
album. Yeah.
That's the one where he's like doing
It's
a
like
different sound and
experimental,
stuff,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I love that
I'm gonna
shit.
be honest with you, I wasn't a fan of it.
I know.
liked it.
I
To
didn't.
be honest.
I think
What'd you
maybe
say?
I need to give it a
I liked
second
it.
listen, but I don't know. The first
It
time
grows
around,
on you,
it
I
wasn't
think.
really for me. I didn't think.
It's just kind of shocking, like knowing the music he puts out.
Yeah,
and it's
that
like,
maybe that's
I
why.
honestly thought it was his.
I've been
best
telling
music he's
myself
ever
I
put
need
out.
to go back and like give it a second listen,
Yeah.
and I just never did, to be honest.
I think you do- it's such outside of his regular stuff. I don't like his regular music. I mean, okay, hot take, like Little Uzi and him sound not the same, but they do the same
Similar
song
style.
every
I see what
single
you're
time.
saying. I see
Yeah,
what
And
you're
it just
saying.
sounds the
Not
same to
hot
me, and I
take.
don't hear a difference except on this album. I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, like he actually did.
Yeah,
something
well,
with this.
yeah,
How do you
definitely a
lose it?
different style.
They don't sound the same. I'm not saying they're the same person.
He means like
All their
their
music
music
sounds like
is
the same
like
song.
stylistically the
Same
same.
vibe,
almost.
yes.
yeah.
I mean, I went into the album really open minded. I just really.
I
nothing
agree.
stuck.
Like I knew
Did it
it
hit
was
for you?
going to be changed, like a different style of music going into it, but it just, I don't know, it didn't do anything for
Not
me.
for everybody.
I feel like as
Good
an
song.
artist, like when you put stuff out like that, like there are gonna be people like, wow, I'm like it's fresh, and people that are like,
it's
why are you
definitely-
not continuing? What
It's
you were
definitely a
doing
hit or
before?
miss thing for sure. With every artist. Same thing
Yeah.
with like Drake when he did that like Afrobeats album. Like
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
people
the
love
dance
that
one.
album.
Yeah,
other
but Drake's a
people
fraud.
hate it.
Yeah, we're not Drake fans over here. Most
Yeah, I know, but
but
Josh isn't.
I
I fuck.
most of us.
I like some Drake.
Oh,
Old Drake.
two of
good.
us.
Old Drake.
I
Drake goated.
dabble with Drake.
He's coming out with that fucking album. So,
22nd. It better
actually-
be good.
For all the
I
dogs.
swear to God.
better be good.
Went through a big phase
The album
of
cover's kind of fire.
refusing to listen to Drake.
You
Yeah,
really?
You refuse him
yeah, because he had beef with the King. But
Yeah.
Kanye.
yeah.
Talking about Kanye?
with
Yeah,
yeah.
beef with both of them, him and Kendrick, bro. He still has
Oh.
beef with
and the
Kendrick.
Weeknd.
I thought he was
Well,
referencing the
Weeknd's
weekend, and I was like,
I miss Kanye.
After that show came out, I think he deserved
Kind
it.
of dropped off a little lately.
Well, not last week.
Kanye.
He was getting
He
head
was
on
getting
that
head
boat.
on that boat.
Was he? I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, on a boat, you can't
didn't
fall
see that?
off.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't see that. I missed
Yeah.
that.
Bare
He's
ass
on
and
the
everything.
boat
on
Watch,
the boat.
watch
My
last
guy.
week's episode.
It was really sus.
Crazy. The boat guy was like 5 feet from him.
Yeah.
I was like, the
Bro,
balls.
he's Kanye. You
If
think he
Kanye's
cares?
getting
Crazy.
head behind me, I'm not saying shit. What the fuck? What am I gonna do?
You got a song, James?
True.
I don't know what to do, honestly. It's like
That song you showed
I
earlier.
think I'd be
that-
like
No,
shocked.
So-
Oh, you're talking about the boat driver. We saying you got a
I wanted
song.
to
You-
get.
don't
I
know what
wanted to get off and go back to the song.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
it's
sorry.
all right. It's all right.
He was just thinking about Kanye getting head. It was just, oh, good.
That was
My
sus.
music choice this week is Jesus Freak Lighter by Blood Orange. It sounds a little weird when it starts, but I promise it's a very relaxing song.
It picks up.
Good artist.
Good night drive type of song.
Great artist.
Mm.
Yeah, the vibe. Really cool work.
Is it like a night drive where you like drive over a bridge and you're like, this is the day?
Take a hard right. Is that
Yeah,
you
take
mean?
a hard right on a bridge.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No,
Different.
one of those, yeah.
Okay.
Different kind of night drive.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Scenic route.
Ah, yeah.
Smoking a blunt out the window.
Oh, okay.
The song I picked
Get a
was
child.
"You Don't Know My Name" by Alicia Keys.
Great song.
Oh.
Classic.
Oh, that's a good
banger.
Great
Awesome
song.
song.
So good. If you haven't heard it, listen to it.
I've been liking the sports edits to that on TikTok. You seen those?
Yeah,
Like with Derrick Rose and shit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah,
can you
that
give me
shit
some
is
vocals off
fire.
that? I'm not sure.
You don't know my name, baby, 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 and I swear it, baby.
Just a little bit.
Honestly, not sure.
We're getting
Not sure.
copywritten.
Is she
It's
the one
so
can't
good.
breathe? Is she the one can't breathe no air? Or is that someone else?
No, that's Jordan Sparks,
Jordan
bro.
Oh my god, bro.
You know
Oh
Alicia
my
fucking
God.
Keys
I know
in
who
New
it
York?
is. Yeah, I know New
Yeah.
York.
Come on.
I just don't know that her own
That's
songs.
a
I
classic
guess.
song. You don't know my name, bro. That's a
Name
great
another song she does.
If I
Not
Ain't
the- not
Got
a
You.
feature.
Yeah, what do you mean?
The fucking one with the
Fallin'?
piano.
Banger.
Piano.
Fallen.
Piano Man.
Fallen, if I, yeah, what he said.
If I Ain't Got You. You don't know that
State of
song?
Mind.
If
You
I Ain't
know
Got
that
You,
song,
Alicia
bro.
Keys. That's like one of my favorite songs of all
Some
time.
people.
Oh yeah. I know that
Come
song.
on,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo.
Come on, dude.
What's
That
yours?
is funny.
I hate you.
I got a song. I had to look up the playlist because I'm surprised I didn't put a song of this album in there. That's why I'm gonna do it because one of my favorite albums of all time is
Mhm.
Chronic. I'm a big hip hop fan, Dr. Dre, so I'm gonna go with "Let Me Ride" by Dr.
Banger.
Dre. Good tune. I gotta give hip hop some love.
Yeah.
So, because
It
that
was
is
hip hop's
me.
anniversary recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Pop itself.
we- Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
50
actually
years,
watched,
right?
I know.
at work when we're bored, we put on like a live feed of Times Square. Actually, they had like a whole stage set up, and like all the video ads was like paying homage to like mad hip hop greats. It was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I like hip hop, so I figured I'd put a hip hop song in on one of these. So today's the day. Let me ride.
I don't know if this is true. I actually just saw on Twitter that SZA did a surprise show in New York for free, and then she announced another
Hey,
album.
Oh,
hey,
I
you
did
know
see
they
that.
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
actually one day we were watching one of those fucking video boards opens,
Yeah,
and
yeah, they
Post
do
Post
concerts.
Malone was
Yeah.
performing live.
Out.
Yeah.
Like for free for the people standing out there. It was crazy, but we got to watch it for free too on YouTube. So
Wait,
we were
that's-
like,
that's
we were
crazy.
playing
I think it was the same thing.
in
It
the
was
office.
SZA and
Yo,
Ice
it was
Spice.
so cool. Yeah, the
No.
like it's like a door. One of the big ass commercial boards has a
Damn,
door
that's
and it
crazy.
slides.
And
Oh, it
Ice
was sick.
Spice.
Yeah, it was SZA and Ice Spice, and then SZA said she's dropping another album.
That's what's up.
Really?
November.
Oh shit.
up.
Really?
7 songs. Yeah, she did say that.
That's gonna be
dope.
fire.
Love SZA.
She don't.
Says it's good.
She don't
Good,
miss.
good taste. Good taste,
Yeah.
man.
She doesn't
That's
miss.
the one. Yeah. Who else do you like? Not Rod Wave. No.
outer
Don't
right
make
now.
fun of me.
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave.
Who are your? Can I ask you who your 3 favorite artists are?
I don't have three favorite. I don't have favorites.
Really? That's so.
I don't listen to music like that. Like,
Favorite
Yeah.
song of all
See,
time?
I become like
can
an
give you-
That's a
album
loaded- that's a
person.
loaded
So
question.
like SZA's album came out.
Mm.
What was the one that came out like?
Oh, he's gonna love when you say control.
The, it's like
not
the,
talking
blue,
about
the blue
Control.
one.
She's
The
talking
newest
about
one?
the blue one.
Oh, all right,
I can't
all
think
right,
of
all
it
right.
either, to be
But
honest.
like, if I
I feel like a fraud now.
Should.
I
You're a
start
feminist.
listening to the album and then I get like hooked on the album and I'll just listen to the whole
Gotcha.
album.
Mm.
So I don't know if that makes sense, but I
No,
just
it makes
become like
sense.
an
No, yeah.
album person.
SOS
Like,
was the name of the
yes.
album. Yeah.
Or like Morgan Wallen will drop a new album. I'll listen to the whole
Gotcha.
album and I kind of like
Yeehaw.
listen to it for a long time.
Gotcha.
And eventually I'll be like, okay.
You listen to
time for
SZA's
some-
first album?
Nope. That's
Oh,
the
it's
first
so
time I
good.
That's her
ever
first
listened
album?
to her,
Listen,
actually.
listen to Control.
Oh,
I
it's
swear.
way better. It's
Was
You're
this
gonna-
album?
You're gonna love it.
So, funny
Okay.
story. When SOS came out, Francesca told me, she was like, you should listen to this album. Like, this is really good. Do you know who this is? I was like,
She's like,
obviously, I know.
Yeah, I know who this is.
Like,
That's
and I
funny.
was like, actually, you should listen to her first album. She was like, she has another album? Like, couldn't believe it.
Oh,
Never heard
so
of
They
it
good.
do
before.
that?
Yeah.
they have multiple albums.
It's a perfect album.
Yeah, wait till you find
Yeah,
out
yeah,
Rob
her
Wave has
first album's
multiple
really
albums.
good.
I
Like,
know that.
That's funny.
I could definitely give you 3 artists off rip, though.
Good.
What do you got?
Give us 3 and then we'll move to advice.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Brent Fires.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
3 he's in your
Oh, he's
favorites.
toxic. He's
Yeah,
toxic.
All
easy,
time?
Toxic
easy,
king, bro.
easily up there.
Wow.
Daniel Caesar's in there for my favorite.
Oh, extra
top
toxic.
three.
Double top.
And,
yeah, one got
um,
canceled.
Who hurt you?
Third one,
Good
Mob
song.
Deep.
Mom.
Love
or
Mobb
Mobb
That's a
Deep.
switch up.
Love Mob Deep.
Mob
Third
Deep.
one.
I
Mobb Deep.
showed you that album.
Angelo
Rod
did.
Wave.
Angelo showed me
I
Mob
put
Deep.
him on.
Angelo showed me a Mob Deep album once, and I
you
swear
said,
to
"Damn,
God,
these
that album
guys are
became
good."
like my favorite album of all
Toxic
time.
R&B to gangster rap.
Yeah, gangster
Yeah.
rap.
But
Listen
yeah,
to
nah,
that.
Brent Fires is
Listen to
up
that.
there for me.
Fun
Easy
fact,
money.
Brent Fires, is that the name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So a kid I work with at Lululemon. Did I shut this off?
No, you're good.
Fun. Kid I work
you're
with
good.
at Lululemon, like mentioned that we like anytime we're doing inventory boxes in the back, we'll like listen to music together, and or like he'll put on music, whatever. And he was like, "Oh, do you know Brent Fayez?" And I'm like,
That's a
"Does he
person.
go to-" like, yeah, I'm like,
Does he go to West? Is that what you said?
We go
What
both,
department does he work
we
in?
both go to Pro Fitness, so I'm like,
Oh
oh, like
my God.
we always talk about like people at the gym. I'm like, oh, from the, like, is he from the gym? Like,
Oh, no
he's
way.
like,
God.
no, Fran, like it's an artist, and I was like, oh,
Wow.
so yeah,
You're
that shows how much I know.
You're a pure soul, Fran.
Jesus.
Kanye
You
West.
you
was-
accused me of being toxic for that?
What do you mean?
Well,
This is
Brent Fayez'
Toxic
music
King.
One of the most
is
toxic, yeah.
toxic R&B.
Well, I'll say this though. I've been listening to Brent Fayez for like extremely long, like way before everybody else, to be honest.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
bro.
knew him
That's true.
before he
Way
was posting
before.
music on Apple Music and Spotify, like just SoundCloud.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's kind of underground, Brent Fayez.
Yeah.
I like
You
when
might
I
not know him.
prime example when I followed Brent Fayez on Instagram, he had like 12,000 followers.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Like
but
nobody
scroll
knew who
way
he
back,
was.
way
Yeah, I was way
Yeah, prove
way ahead of everybody on him.
Mm. You're way ahead on this one too.
That's dope.
On which one?
This podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
First
even
guest,
have
that's
12.
me
We got like
crazy.
12
Yeah.
followers.
I'm way ahead on it.
12,000.
Yeah.
Start recording us like in that Kanye documentary.
Yeah. You could be our
Reap,
cameraman.
reap the benefits.
Yeah, you know, I could. I'll be your little camera guy.
All right.
I'll
Be
your
recording
little
everything in the
camera guy.
background.
Let's move on to advice. It's
All
getting
right.
on a little bit. You got a question? You got a good one?
Sure.
Ask
So,
that.
let's call her Shaka Khan. I'm kidding. Let's call her Cheryl. Yes. They're all real people.
Real people that actually sent you. Diversity
Not me
Catalogue.
specifically.
Read the question.
They sent
Yeah.
one of these 4 members. Yeah.
Yeah.
Read the
She hates us.
question. I got this one actually. I lied.
Oh.
I was trying to sell it.
She goes, Morticia really, she goes, I really need your
Morticia.
advice. I'm 25 and I've not had more than 5 days off in the past 7+ years. I started a job right after undergrad and I didn't get any time off to recover from the very intense degree, and the same thing happened after I finished my master's. I've worked my ass off the past
Wait,
few
how old
years.
is she?
25.
You say she working how long?
7 years.
And she got a job after undergrad.
Yes.
Since
So
she
I
was
was in
eight-
different jobs.
Since she was 18.
She's probably working.
Makes-
She's
yeah.
probably
After
working through school. I did that.
Oh.
But she said, yeah,
Makes
she's
sense.
juggling
No,
multiple
that adds up.
jobs at the same time and have not recovered from the burnout that followed. I do have a very strong work experience and have 2 degrees, so all my friends are telling me that it won't be any trouble to find work later, but I'm not so sure. The title was, Can I Take 3 months off from life? She says, I just want some time off from everything, maybe 3 months before I do anything. I feel like I'm on the verge of a serious breakdown. The thing is, my current job, which she joined 4 months ago, is work from home, offers a great pay compared to her other peers, decent work-life balance, and there's a lot of scope for growth for me at the company. I don't know what to do. What's your advice on that?
Sounds like a really
That's a
tough
lot.
spot.
Yeah, it does.
I will say though, I don't think there's ever a bad time to take a break. Like if you're overwhelmed,
100%.
I think personally, like everybody needs that. Like you cannot be putting yourself into too many things. Mentally, you're just gonna drive yourself fucking
Exactly.
crazy.
Your mental health
Like
should
you,
come first.
yeah. You like if you need a break, like everybody knows when they need a break. So
Yeah.
for sure.
I
yeah.
think if you need a break, and it sounds like this person knows it, like they're admitting, like
Oh, yeah.
they want to take a break. Like if you know you need a break, take a break. Like it's okay.
There ain't no shame in that.
And I'll say too, like after school, like I didn't go right into getting a job right away. Like I mean, I had a
same.
job on the side. I was working, making money, but like I don't think like people put way too much pressure on finding shit right away after
Exactly.
college. Like you could there is no time limit. There is nobody judging you on how long it takes.
Mhm.
You can do that shit in however much time it takes you.
Hell
It
yeah.
really doesn't matter if it takes you a year, 6 months, 2 months, whatever.
2 years, even more.
Yeah, like it really doesn't matter. Like it takes everybody a different amount of time. So I really don't think you
Moves at a
should stress
different
about
pace.
it.
I feel like I can almost relate to this person because there's times where like I'd definitely be picking up overtime shifts crazy, but I don't ever see it. But I think I have a really good balance to it. Like I was saying to you guys today, like I have a bunch of vacation time coming week. Like I have like 2 full weeks off in like every month to end the year because I worked hard in the beginning and now I'm gonna like reward myself and kind of chill for a little bit. Like you need that balance, and this has come from someone who has a red flag of talking about work too much because I do work a lot some weeks, but it's definitely important to be able to do shit like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, to be honest, like no matter how busy I am in the week, like I'm going to do my best to find a time in the week where I can sit down with some of my closest friends. We're not going to shoot a podcast in all my friend groups, but you need to be able to have a release from all that stuff.
Exactly.
for
I was gonna
sure.
say the same thing. Like you need to find your work-life balance, really, because
Hell yeah.
at the end of the day, if you're all work, you're gonna be stressed out all the time. You need to take a load off somewhere, somehow. So
100%.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I think like in your job, you got to be first off straight up and honest with your bosses. Be like, yo, I'm really fucking hurting right now. Like I'm going crazy. Like I need to take days off. Whatever. Find the things you like to do that fit in with that schedule, so you're not fully fucking like leaving work. Because I don't think that's a smart thing to do.
I feel like, not to cut you off, but even in my work, now I kind of have like a not your average schedule where like we're on 2 days and off 3 days and on 3 off 2, on 4 in a row. But at least at my job, like there's definitely been times where, not myself, but I've had coworkers who have had to be like, hey, like I'm tired, like I'm overworked this week, like I can't contribute that much, and like as a teammate, like we pick stuff up for them. Like we be doing that all the time.
Yeah, I can.
I think
attest to that,
people
too.
now in this day and age are like way more understanding of that too. I think
Oh,
we're
for sure.
kind of.
I agree.
think we're kind of moving away from this super corporate type of lifestyle, big boss talking down to you all the time.
Yeah, I would
At-
say if you're
at least in
definitely if
my
you're feeling like that,
department.
like you should never be afraid to speak up to your
No,
superiors.
hell no. And
It's
if
like
you-
like for me, like my boss is always telling me like, yo, if you want to take a day off, like take a day
Do
off.
it,
Like
exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
not
bro.
gonna question you about it. Like do you?
Yeah.
Like as long as you get done what I need you to get done, like I'm not gonna ask you any questions.
And also, if you're in a position where your boss is like, "Fuck no," then like you probably shouldn't be working.
Honestly, yeah, you quit.
No,
Exactly.
Straight up,
Like
quit.
protect your mental health.
But there's some times where I'm in this outstanding
Yeah, you guys
circumstances.
go.
Like sometimes I have work
You can't just
from
quit.
like 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. sometimes at work.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
And I tell you what,
happens.
if I was an alcoholic, I would have drunk myself to death. I said, this job's gonna force me to drink. Thank God it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's
There'll be times like that though.
There's times at my job too, working in IT now. Like I've said it a couple times, but we work in a data center. Like if it's a bad storm or snowing, like in your schedule to work the next day, like there's no calling out of work at my job. Like somebody, at least 2-3 bodies, like have to be there in the building. Like there's been plenty of times where people sleep over. We have a couple cots. We set them up in a room, sleeping bags. Like we go shower in the building next door. You go home first before the storm, change up, eat and shit. But like there's been times where I've been wanting to do it because the
Honestly, it seems kinda
the pay
dope.
is unbelievable if you sleep
Yeah.
over. It's
Yeah.
like triple pay, hazard pay, all the shit. But I've been begging for a nice snowstorm for me to sleep over. But plenty of my coworkers have had to spend the night. They're there 2 days in a row, and so yeah, like at least there's definitely times where we kind of have a right to be like, yo, like
Well, yeah.
I need a couple days, and
I feel
we,
like
we
as
work
you,
it
like,
out.
advance in
But
your
it depends
career,
on
like,
your profession. It depends what you
that's
have
I'm
going
saying,
on.
yeah.
It really
like that's
does.
just gonna happen probably in every job. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna have days where you stay later, stuff like that. But like if you like I said, you got to find a balance to that. Like so, like if you're staying, like say you were doing that like fucking every week,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
have nothing to
that's a
like really
rare
like take a
occasion.
load off. Like that's
Yeah.
gonna fuck you up. So
But
yeah,
no.
you got to find the things that make you happy
Yeah.
and like really focus on those things and fit them
Yeah.
in your schedule. Like they. Like, don't make them a priority over work,
Right.
but they should be probably
It's a
around
balance,
the same level.
like you
yeah.
said. Like I need shit like this
Yeah.
at the end of my
You
week.
go crazy.
they go for. You have you Fran or James, you have something to add or?
You guys all said what I would have said.
Right.
But
that's
I think
fine.
like you said, work-life balance is very important, and
Yeah.
you don't like solely live your life
Yeah.
for work.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Like
I mean, like as your brother, I know you have a lot on your plate. You know, going to your clinicals and shit, and
Yeah.
you're working on your 2 days off
yeah, like
to
I
make some money on the
sometime-
side. You know, like it's a lot.
Yeah, like my last clinical, I basically worked like 7 days a week
Yeah.
every week for 12 weeks. It's
Yeah.
basic- I mean, I had
wasn't,
a
and it
few
wasn't like
days
7
off.
days. I mean, there was. I wouldn't see you 3-4 days in a row.
Yeah, and
we live
like-
in the same house.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah,
like
and,
if I was working
even
as she was,
now,
it was
I
like
go to
that.
clinical some days, and then I go work at Lululemon after. But I also obviously like sometimes I'm exhausted, but like I
Yeah.
always make sure I find the time to like do
Decompress.
things for my mental health. Like I will always find time in my week to like go to the gym.
Or
Even
read.
if I can only go for like 45 minutes, like
For
I
sure.
will go. Or yeah, like I come home and I'll like read for 30 minutes
Yep.
before bed.
And then
or,
your
like,
brother interrupts you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Or even like just like chilling, like sitting in my bed and like doing
Yeah, for sure.
nothing for like the minute I walk in the door. But like I feel like you have obviously I think there are probably situations where some people have
Can't.
to work
Yeah,
7
for
days
sure.
a
Yeah,
week
yeah.
for
100%.
financial reasons or like whatever it may be.
Work
but I
reasons,
think
yeah.
there are 24 hours in a day and like you have to have
At least a
whether
couple
it
for
could be
yourself.
5 minutes
Exactly.
where like you do like yoga. I don't know.
Yeah,
what,
you
like,
owe it to
Yeah.
yourself.
you need to do like something for yourself in your
For
day
sure.
because once you get to the point of being burnt out, like you're not gonna come
some
back
people
from
and some
that.
people lose that battle. They can't come back.
Right. So you
Exactly.
need to
Yeah.
like do the things to protect yourself before you burn out.
For
from
sure.
100%.
You go, yeah.
Work.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with everything everybody's been saying, but like,
Yeah.
3 months is a lot of time. I feel like
Yeah. That is
Yeah.
7
pretty
years though.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay for 7 years. Haven't take 5 days off.
mean,
You
it
probably got
depends.
probably
depends
got
on
3
how
months
much you
of
love your
vacation
job.
time.
Like, I love my job, but like if I was burnt out, like I don't
I don't
think I could
either,
ask
yeah.
3 months off.
No, me either.
I guess if from a financial standpoint, if you can afford to take 3
Yeah.
months
Yeah.
off, and
For sure, yeah.
You probably
if
can.
you're confident in finding
Another
another
job,
job
yeah.
or even returning to that job, then of course do what you have to do.
Do a fucking
Honestly-
sabbatical, right? Is that what they call it?
Sabbatical.
Yeah.
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 I don't know, how many
know
years you have to work to
yeah, I
warrant
don't-
that,
I
but
don't know how
she's been
lenient
working at the same
places
place
are.
for
But
7
you
years
raise
or
a good
5
point,
years.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good.
But
It sounded like she's got a lot of experience doing whatever it
What
is
she
she's
does,
done.
yeah.
So even if
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
ends
yeah,
up
yeah.
that she's gonna leave this job, I'm sure it sounds like she's gonna have no issue
Yeah.
going to wherever.
to be honest,
Finish,
I
yeah.
experienced burnout after my last job,
Yeah.
and I like
For
quit
sure.
in a rage, and I didn't work for like 5 months, and when I finally got back into the work in the same field, I felt like I wasn't me. Like I felt slow. I felt like I didn't know anything. I was like ashamed to be there for a minute, kept to myself, and I think it was because I was burnt out. I used to get mad. I would go home and be like, "How the fuck did you fuck that up?"
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure like that stuff has got to bleed into your personal life too, right? If you're getting
Oh,
upset at work,
100%.
it
Yeah.
has to.
Right.
Well,
It has
yeah.
to affect
Like,
everything.
But you're saying it's like a tired mind type of thing when you're at work. Shit that you know how to do that you don't normally fuck up. You were starting to.
yeah,
It
and
wasn't up to what you knew you could do.
yeah, like
'cause of being burnt
speed,
out. Yeah, for
effort,
sure.
Like
Hell yeah.
everything, and I would get upset. I would go home and literally be upset that
Yeah.
like, wasn't me that day. Like, and I can't tell anybody. Like, not like anybody knows at my new job what I did at my last job. Like, I was
Right.
working 60, 65,
Yeah.
70-hour weeks for holidays. Like,
Mm.
I knew I could grind, and I was really good at my job, and
Hell yeah.
I felt like a piece of shit. I remember like
Yeah.
like consoling to one of my what's the word?
Friends in the industry.
Friends in the industry.
Yeah.
Coworker. I don't know why. I
What's
couldn't
the
think of it.
word? What do you call
One
them
of my-
guys?
What do you call it? Not
One of
friends,
my-
not friends.
Definitely
Definitely not
remember
friends.
it
Not
was like
friends.
one of my
a Saturday night,
acquaintances.
and it's like a
Yeah.
pretty chill type of shift on Saturdays. And I remember telling I was like super out of it, and I just wanted to get out of there. It was already like 9 o'clock, and I was like, dude, if I was me a year ago, I could have killed it right now. She was like, what? And I was like, oh, I just know I'm so much better than this. I miss feeling important. Like I miss feeling like
Oh, jeez.
the shit. I miss being the guy.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully,
In the
I'm
workplace.
becoming one of the guys.
You're the
Talk
man
that
now.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was
I mean,
he.
everybody
away.
knows that I'm very conceited at work.
Yeah.
So
He was he. Now
You
he's him.
talk about it.
Get
Yeah.
yes.
It's good.
So
You got to hold yourself to that standard, though. That's important.
I'm
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
very very.
It is important.
It's
Like,
it's
it's-
competitiveness.
It's usually jokingly,
Oh, yeah.
but like I'm always bragging.
All
about
good
whatever
jokes
I did.
contain true shit,
Yeah.
It's true.
you know?
It's true.
I like that.
This conversation, I actually saw this. This isn't a Croft commandment. It was a different piece of advice.
Spit
It
it.
was basically someone was talking about like a liberal arts degree, and they're basically saying that it's hard to live without money, but it's impossible to live without connections.
Fact.
Got you.
That's 100% fact.
We need that soundbite.
No, we need that shit.
Yeah, we have to record it.
We'll
yeah.
get that.
That and a theme song for next week, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
Your
good
fault
time.
again.
How's it my fault?
I know.
worked.
This is
That was good.
Yeah,
That
for
was
the
good
intro.
advice.
Oh.
So like we do like a little.
You
like,
guys gonna
side,
write it yourself?
Side cut.
What?
Yeah, I guess so.
Theme song?
I think it's just gonna be like a jingle.
Yeah, we'll have. Yeah, we'll,
We got some,
Yeah, we'll see how it works out.
We'll figure it out.
Clearly,
It'll
me
be
and
good.
Josh are gonna sing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're not doing
Hit
it.
up Joey for the
Platinum.
vocals.
Coming that work-life balance
Yeah.
too. Sundays are back, people. The NFL is
The NFL
back.
is
Let's
back.
go.
Let's make some
Lock
fucking
in.
money on the
That-
bed,
Money
baby.
making season. Money making
I'll tell you
season.
Money
what,
making
that's gonna
season.
make me
Money
feel
making
worse some
season.
Hey,
days.
put
Can't
your
lie.
hand up if you already lost a parlay for Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah,
Let's
after
go.
this, as the season goes on, you're gonna see a lot of stuff coming to the podcast, making that cash.
Yeah,
It's gonna
no,
right
you're
to the
gonna see
podcast.
us
yeah.
in here just stoic like.
Yeah.
I'm not a sports bettor. I'm a poker player. So
Yeah.
that's where my money
Can't
goes.
do that.
Hey,
believe
wins
it.
twice.
I'd rather have people I don't know take my money. You know what I mean?
I'm playing.
Like I don't want to give you
Nah,
guys it.
It's
I
not
think
my fault that this guy didn't catch as many balls.
Yeah, exactly.
That helps
exactly.
Josh sleep
Can't go
at
back
night.
on me. Yeah, I
That's
I
funny.
just picked the wrong guy.
Lock of the week,
man.
Mike Thomas, 4 catches.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
sure.
Take the over.
Over
Lock-
3.5.
Over 3.5.
Lock
Take
it in.
take the catches.
Lock it in.
Um,
Want to wrap it up?
I guess that's it.
It's
What do we
2
at?
hours.
2
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
How about it?
See? It's like fuck.
See,
I
I
cannot
told
wait
you it
till
would
you.
get there. You guys are surprised.
It went by fast.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
about so many things, but it was like
It was
Yeah.
good, right?
it doesn't feel like
It's like a normal conversation. I told
You know what they say? Time flies
When
when
you're
you're having a
having
good time with your
fun.
friends on a
oh,
podcast.
this time flies.
It's true.
Well, I wanted to switch it. I don't want to steal his whole flow.
Josh wanted to make it original.
But yeah, well, I'll put a bow on
Wrap
it.
it up there.
Yeah.
This has
wrap it
been
up.
episode 7. Put the 7s up. Nice. Episode 7, first guest episode. Special thank you again to my wonderful brother and sister, Gianluca and
There.
Francesca. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We're hoping for some good feedback from you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Tell your
Sure.
friends. This is a big episode for us. First guest episode. Can't fail. Please don't let it fail.
They're never having guests again.
Statistically,
ruined
this has to
it.
be the best one.
They're not having guests after this.
Listening on Apple, Spotify, Amazon. Rate the podcast 5 stars. Tell your friends. As always, thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.
Shout out Jimmy Buffett
Ciao,
and Lean
ciao.
Beef Patty.
Don't forget to
Ciao,
spread
ciao.
love.
OT Megan, you're next.